Welcome to Tony Munoz Gym as we come back with some more great high school basketball action live from Budenholzer Court. We're excited to bring you tonight's matchup between the Holbrook Roadrunners and the Show Low Cougars. I was looking over the list a little before. It looks like this is the second meetup tonight between the Show Low Cougars and the Holbrook Roadrunners. Holbrook came away with a win in the first matchup, so I'm sure Show Low's looking for a revenge game today. Show Low coming in with a good record. They're 15-7 on the season, but I don't know much about their team, but they seem to be a little short-handed tonight as they've only have 6 girls dressed to play tonight. And with 5 starters, that leaves them only 1 reserve to come from the bench.
Okay, what I'm thinking here is that, maybe they've been hit by the COVID protocol. I mean, only 6 players, and that's kind of a tiny roster.
Yeah, you better hope nobody gets into foul trouble too early, or you're going to be in a lot of trouble there. They're not going to get a lot of rest, but Holbrook's definitely had their fair share of the COVID protocols this season already, coming away with a tough loss a couple weeks ago when they were missing 5 seniors as they played that basketball game just right here at Tony Munoz Gym just a couple short weeks ago. For our starters tonight, we'll start with Show Low starters. Again, they have 6 players dressed, but the 5 starters will be number 2, Mackenzie Coolish, number 12, Kyra Brogan, number 24, Addison Cotterman, number 30, Kenzie Brogan, and number 40, Sadie Hall. For the Roadrunners, our Lady Roadrunners, starting at number 11, Samathe Billy, number 12, Abigail Nez, 15, Little Taylin Spencer, number 23, Tariana Nez, and 45, Shand Foot Racer. So here we go. Show Low in the green and yellow tonight. Coming, against Winslow. We call it the Battle of I-40.
Yeah.
Do we call this the Battle of the 77?
Of the 77. Was it 177?
Yeah. Is it 277?
I don't know. I know
one
it's
of the 77. You got
377
377 out there, 77 and the 177. But the Holbrook ladies will be in their white jerseys tonight as they're the home team, the white and reds. Getting ready for a jump ball. The jump ball for the Show Low Cougars will be number 12, Krya. I think I might have said that wrong before. Krya Brogan going up against Shanda Foot Racer. Looks like the Show Lows are going to get the opening tip. They'll get their first shot at a basket.
Looks like Holbrook's coming out in a 2-1-2 zone. So they're going to force Show Low with the shot from the outside as the first test.
Good movement for Show Low to get that around. Couldn't quite come down with the rebound. Holbrook, playing that small ball style, jumps underneath and steals the rebound right from underneath her. They're going to get that ball quickly into the hands of Taylin Spencer, and she'll kick it back out. But Taylin seems to be a firecracker for the Roadrunners this season, and we love to see it when she's on the court. Excited to see her back out there again tonight. A lot of the offense will run through her, and the defense sometimes too. She likes to come scoop in and steal it. 45, Shand Foot Racer gets the first 2.
Hey, she's always in the paint. She's always in the paint.
And she will get the first 2 points of the game, taking Holbrook 2 to Show Low 0 to start the game off. And a great steal for Holbrook right there on the Show Low second possession. That's number 23, Tyriana Nez, who gets that steal. They bring it back to the Holbrook side of the court. Trying to find something inside. Keep moving it around the perimeter, waiting for something to open up inside. Ooh, got a Roadrunner that slipped on the slick court out there.
But a lot of feet down there, inside the lane. And what they're trying to do is create a little spacing by moving that ball back and forth sideways.
There goes Tariana. She finds the lane and takes it in. Or Taylin, excuse me. And she finds that space, as you call it on cue, and she gets 2 points. Taking Holbrook 4-0. Number 24 with the ball. Addison Cotterman kicks it in, quickly back out. They're trying to get it in to their talls. And then number 30, Kenzie Brogan, can't hang on to it. It's going to be a turnover, Holbrook ball, as they bring it up court. Nice dish inside to who's always in the paint, Foot Racer, and they kick it back out. Big 3-pointer there for Tariana Nez. And that's going to force Show Low to call an early timeout in this game.
Well, one thing you notice, Kyle, is that on the last, they've had, Show Low's had 4 trips down, fast break trips down. They only got the ball inside once. And on 3 of those fast break trips down, passes were picked off and stolen.
That's Holbrook ball right
That's
there.
Holbrook ball, and that's a good. That coming out with the zone is really good, especially if you know a team is not really good from the field goal shooting.
Take your shots, right?
Yeah. We'll drop into a zone, but as long as the zone stays active.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's on Holbrook. They have to stay active in the zone because as soon as you see them start getting inactive, you're going to see layups inside the key.
And if you speak of that, Sholo clearly has the height advantage coming in tonight if you just look at it from the court. Again, they're shorthanded. Looks like they brought a few JV players to sit on their bench with them. We don't know if they'll come in the game later or not, but they did fill out their bench with at least a few other players for Sholo. So Sholo comes up again, as we talked about, trying to get it inside. Finally find a girl inside, and it's going to go hard off the basket, off the backboard. Second try off as well. Third try for number 12, for number 12, Kyra Brogan, but this time she is going to draw the foul. So 3 shots, she couldn't get it to land. Good defense by Holbrook, but she does draw the foul and will go to the line to shoot 2. Holbrook leading 7-0 with 5:30 to go here in the first quarter, and Krya's first shot is up and good. It's not a big audience here tonight in attendance, but they are loud. We got a nice rebound being chanted from the crowd as Krya does get the second one to follow as well, bringing the score. Holbrook 7 to Sholo 2. Taylin Spencer brings it across midcourt. Nice move from Taylin as she kicks it out. She's got one in the corner, but can't hang on to it.
Well, she gave her a shin pass, and nobody can catch a shin pass.
It's a little low right there. So it will be a turnover. It goes Sholo ball. Sholo brings it back, and again, we're going to see the same zone defense as you mentioned before. Try to keep that ball out to the perimeter of the key. And number 24 going to take a three-pointer and gets it.
Well, she's testing it now.
Addison Cotterman, she gets a three-point. They're going to let her have that shot, so she took it. Brings that score to 7-5.
And that's what the defense is actually telling you. We're allowing you to get that shot if you can get it.
And based on odds, you're going to miss a lot of those too.
Yeah,
so keep taking them. Great move by Taylin Spencer. Nice bounce pass inside. She's looking for Samathe Bill. He can't quite hang on to it to get the shot off, so she puts it back to the outside for Abigail Nez. She takes a turn driving the lane. Gets poked out there by Mackenzie Coolish, and Sholo's ball as they bring it back to their side of the court. Coolish passes it off to Cotterman. As they try to pass it across the court, there's Taylin Spencer for the steal. Takes it all the way in, all by herself.
They took their eye off of her. They went to the defender that was the offensive player for Holbrook going into the corner, and they looked at her, and she went right by him.
It's almost like there's no way she's going to shoot this, and she said, "Dare you?" And
in
took
the
it
trees.
In.
She shot that in the trees.
In the trees. I love it. And it was good for 2. So Sholo back at their end of the court. I got a shooter on the outside again. Number 2, it's up and good. Boom. Oh, Mackenzie Coolish.
They're answering the call.
They've got 2 3-pointers on the night, bringing that score within 1. Holbrook leading 9-8 with 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. Taylin Spencer going to slow it down for just a second. Let Holbrook set up a play. Quick passes around the perimeter. Puts her shoulder down and drives in, kicks it back out. Holbrook trying to answer the 3, can't get it to fall as Abigail Nez will be rebounded out to Sholo. Cotterman's going to bring it back for the Lobos. Excuse me, the Cougars. Yeah, sorry, Cougars that are watching tonight. Don't call them Snowflake Lobos, huh? Kick out to number 12, rolls hard off the rim. And number 24, Addison Cotterman goes up, and she's going to get a foul called in her favor. She's going to step to the line.
Was that on Terry Land?
I'll have to see when they put that one up there. Number 23.
That's number 2 on her.
So Holbrook going to have to be careful to stay out of the foul trouble. Holbrook with 2 fouls now. Sholo with 0.
Excuse me, I meant Terriana, but that's 2 on her early, and we're still in the first period.
So Addison Cotterman's first shot is no good. She will get a second shot.
Nicole Gombos came in for Terriana, so I guess she's going to get a little rest here. You don't want to pick up any more fouls on the starter.
Too early in the first quarter, yeah. So Cotterman does pick up the second of 2, so she's 1 for 1 from the line. And that brings us to a tie ball game, 9-all here at Budenholzer Court in Holbrook, Arizona, as the Roadrunners take on the Sholo Cougars. Abigail Nez tries to put the ball down to dribble the lane, kind of loses it, and it's going to be a turnover on Holbrook. Number 24, Cotterman driving the lane, kicks it back out. Going to spend some perimeter time. They've done well from the perimeter. Holbrook
They're doing well right
forcing
now.
them to take those shots. They've made 2 of them out here from the perimeter, from 3-point range. Great job there by Taylor and Spencer, making them work for it. They do finally get it inside to number 40, Sadie Hall, and that's what they've been trying to do, trying to find that inside lane. They're able to do it and take their first lead of the night with 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Sholo takes its first lead, 11 to Holbrook 9. Samathe Billy hands it off to Abigail Nez, who turns and drives it in.
Oh, that was a nice, pretty
in
floater,
and out,
but in
right
and out.
inside of the rim and comes right back out. Those just kind of just hurt when you shoot those, right? I had it. Will be rebound to Sholo. Sholo comes back down to their end of the court. Holbrook not putting a lot of full court pressure on tonight.
No,
There's their
it
shooter.
seems like they're not. Hey, now they're going to call a timeout. Holbrook has to call a timeout, and they got to come out of that zone.
That's right.
Because they've hit 3 already.
They've tempted them to try it. Coolish, that's her second three-pointer of the night, and she's getting hot. So Holbrook does call that timeout with 1:53 to go here in the first quarter. Again, we're not seeing that full court pressure. You're seeing that zone. We're going to see. Yeah. Do you think Holbrook stays with their game plan, or do you make an adjustment this early in the game?
Well, you got to make an adjustment on what you want to do. Okay, so I would come out if I don't know about how the girls would run a 1-3-1 extended zone, or a 3/4 court zone, but something to make them eat time up and get down the floor.
Make them work.
And then when you cross, everybody's got to pick up somebody, because obviously this zone is not working, because now they've gotten the inside.
They've got some shooters.
Two inside buckets too. Also,
yes, they do.
In the key, and then
they're drawing the fouls inside
yeah, and
too.
they're getting the fouls inside, and they're hitting the shots from the outside. So you got to do something different.
Here we go. Looks like Holbrook's got a couple substitutes lining up at the bench to come in here, but Holbrook does have the ball. There's trailing 9 to Sholo 14. Foot racer with the ball. Going to kick it back out here to Samathe Billy. They'll get it back into the hands of Taylor and Spencer to see if they can set up a play. She puts her shoulder down, drives the lane, and nobody to pass to. She kind of throws it away. It's going to go right into the hands of the Sholo Cougars, and that's going to be a turnover on Holbrook. Again, Sholo able to get it back without any pressure to the other side of the court.
Yeah.
And Sholo's trying to set something up.
Yeah, Holbrook seems to still be in that zone. Now they're in the man now.
There's the quick dish off to number 12.
And see, now that works.
Raya Brogan gets the inside points.
That works the advantage for Sholo now, since Holbrook is now in the man.
So Sholo leading 16 to Holbrook 9 with just under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Abigail Nez dishes it off to Samathe Billy. Billy out here in the corner to Nicole Gombos off the bench, and they're going to call Gombos for a travel. Another turnover, but that's going to allow Holbrook to bring in 2 substitutes. Coming off the bench will be Shondine Ben, and I believe that's number 50, Sarah Billy, coming in for the Lady Roadrunners. Shondine Ben is a senior, and Sarah Billy a junior coming in. So a little bit of experience coming in still.
Yeah, Sholo looks like they're working for this last shot.
A little more pressure there on the outside, making them work to get those passes, not just freely letting them have that pass along the perimeter. There's 22 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Again, Sholo having a hard time even getting anything on the outside right now with the added pressure coming from the Roadrunners here on the top side of the court. Great knockaway there by none other than Taylor and Spencer, but it looks like Mackenzie Coolish is able to hang on to it, get the pass off, and draw the foul. Number 30, Kenzie Brogan, going to go to the they're not going to call that on the shot. They did call it on the shot. I'm trying to see where they're lining up. Nope, she's going to take it under the basket, it looks like. So not on the shot, Kenzie Brogan, but that will be the 3rd team foul for the Roadrunners. They got 5 seconds to get a shot off. Nice in pass right under the hoop. She gets a right on under part of the rim, but she gets her own rebound, kicks it back out, and no time left for Holbrook to try to get the last shot off. So at the end of one, Holbrook trails 9 to Sholo 16.
Well, this is quite a surprise for the Holbrook girls, but Sholo having that short bench, and sometimes you look over there and psychologically, people don't understand that sports and psychology are bedmates.
Absolutely.
There's a psychology to everything, and if you don't believe me, look at what happened to the Chiefs in the last minute and a half of that ball game. It's almost like they had 2 left arms. I mean, because psychologically something happened.
Something clicks. Something switches.
Ding. So Holbrook's in a matchup zone now. They haven't gone to a full man. I think they may have to go to a full man because the matchup zone that they're
And again, it looks like Sholo has added 3 players to their bench. I'm just assuming they must have come up from the JV games, which just ended. So they're not going to be fresh legs necessarily after coming off a full game. But
no, I think I saw number 3 with a little limp when she was walking out during the timeout.
They'll take what they can get. You got to get some added rest for your players, especially on a fast-paced team like they play. Fast-paced game, I should say. Holbrook comes out of the quarter with the ball. Nice dish pass into number 50, Sarah Billy, coming off the bench, and she's going to draw the foul on the shot. Going to go to the line to shoot 2. So Sarah Billy, we can look for any stats on her. She's a senior. Her first shot is up and no good. Hasn't got a lot of playing time this season. She's shooting 50% from the field, but she's only got 4 shots from the field this season, at least listed on Max Prep. So the first shot is no good. Second shot is no good either. A good rebound there for the Cougars. Comes down to number 30, Kenzie Brogan, as Sarah Billy comes up empty from that trip to the line. Gets into the hands of Coolish. She'll kick it out to Cotterman. Cotterman over to Brogan, looking to make something happen. She puts her shoulder down, drives the lane, kick back out to Cotterman. Feeling that pressure. Holbrook putting a little more pressure, not letting have it, but wide open as she comes underneath is number 30, Kenzie Brogan, right underneath. She's going to get a bucket. It's almost she just got loose. There was it must have been a screen. I didn't see the screen get set up.
Well, no, they're in that matchup zone, and so when you're playing a matchup zone, what's happened is the players are still moving, and the offense is moving. They're trying to run their offense. The matchup zone doesn't work if you don't communicate, because you have to tell guys up, back, baseline, mid-key. You got to direct. And the only way to direct is to be verbal.
So it looks like Samathe Billy and Taylor Spencer only got a 1-minute rest after that quarter. They're put back in the game here with 6:54 to go here in the first half of play. Pass goes inside, but the defense is there this time, but a quick pass outside, number 2, Mackenzie Coolish, but she misses this time. She's got 2 so far on the game.
That was a smart
move. Great move by Taylor Spencer
foul.
Coming down, and no foul. Getting a little rough down there, but it looks like they're going to let him play. Taylor somehow manages to come out with it again. And Holbrook needs to settle down just a little bit to try to make something happen. And again, getting a little rushed and throws that ball away. Number 40, Nicole Gombos, couldn't quite catch up to it as that ball goes out of bounds.
Well, she didn't quite understand. Be quick, but don't be in a hurry.
Yeah. That's right. Play your game. This game is far from over. It's 9-18. Holbrook was leading 9 to almost 0 when this thing started. That's how basketball goes, right? In these little stretches. So Holbrook just needs to get the next spurt, and they'll be okay. Good defense underneath. We've got one player, number 2, Mackenzie Coolish, seems to have fallen over.
If she hadn't fallen down, that was a bucket.
Yeah, she was sitting right
Kyle,
there.
That was a bucket because they're running it, and all they're doing is they're still trying to run that matchup zone, and people are getting there late.
Taylor Spencer brings it back across midcourt for the Lady Roadrunners. Kicks it out to number 40, Nicole Gombos. Nice dish right inside. Looking for none other than Shan Foot Racer, but looks like she's going to get hacked underneath. It won't be a shooting foul. They will retain possession and get to take it out from underneath the hoop. They're going to let Samathe Billy do the honors of the takeout. And that'll be the second team foul on the Cougars. Nice kick all the way out to Taylor Spencer on the three-point line, but can't get it to fall. Rebound down to number 30, but as Holbrook came in to try to steal it, she was standing on the out-of-bounds line, so it will be out-of-bounds. Holbrook, show low ball.
Here comes the press, see?
Here's that full-court press we're so used to seeing
Holbrook
play.
You can't get beat. She was standing
number 2,
still.
Coolish is quick.
She was standing still. She should have never gotten beat. You see the ball coming at you, you got to start to relief.
Got caught flat-footed, and she went right around her. And number 12, Krya Brogan, did a good job chasing the play, was able to get the rebound and the putback and draw the foul. So she'll go to the line to make this a potential three-point play as they take a 20-9 lead with 5:47 to go here in the first half. Her free throw is up and no good.
No good.
Good rebound there by Sarah Billy. Kicks it over to Taylor Spencer. Taylor Spencer showing her speed. She brings it across the court. Kick out. Got a wide open player in the corner. That 3 goes in and out for Samathe Billy. Rebound goes to number 12, Krya Brogan. And again, that quickly Holbrook pulls away that full court press. Again, Sholo must be showing that speed. Coach Perkins knows that you can't get caught flat-footed. Yeah, and number 12, there's that speed. Krya Brogan comes flying in out of what seemingly nowhere. And she's going to make the steal, kicks it back out to Coolish. So Sholo's got the height, but they have definitely showed they are a quick, fast team.
5 second count. 5 second count.
And there it was. You called it. So that will be a turnover. You can't hold the ball for 5 seconds without a defender on you. Is that correct?
Well, with the defender.
With the defender.
Yeah.
If the defender backs off, then you can keep it.
The defender's within a foot. 5 second count is going.
There it goes.
All the defender's got to do is back up, or if I break the count myself, I don't want to get caught. I have the ball. I just back out.
You get away from
widen the distance between us.
Incomplete. The shot doesn't go for Samathe Billy, but a long rebound to the Roadrunners as number 12 Abigail Nez tries to make something happen, kicks it out to Taylin Spencer. She's going to take a turn at a three, and Taylin Spencer knocks it down. So far, Taylin Spencer, the leading scorer right now for the Lady Lobos. That's her first three, but she's got 7 points in the game so far, 7 of Holbrook's 12. Again, Taylin Spencer has been a big, crucial part to the Roadrunners' offense and defense this year to the Holbrook team. Number 30, you don't normally see the tall ones shooting from that far out, but Kinsey Brogan had a good shot. Doesn't fall for her, but it is going to be out of bounds on Holbrook. Sholo will retain position under their own hoop. Good pass from under the hoop, clear out to the perimeter. Dishes inside to number 30. Can't get it to fall. Kind of just threw it at the hoop, almost like she was trying to draw a foul. Taylin Spencer quickly brings it across, dishes out to Abigail Nez, takes a step back, shoots the three, can't get it to go. Rebound there for Sarah Billy. She brings it out, kicks it out again to Taylin Spencer.
Holbrook's looking to get back in this with a couple shots. Not to take the lead, but to say, hey, we're here.
Taylin Spencer gets a nice drive right down the key, or right down under the hoop. What do I call that? It's out of my head. Right along the
baseline.
The baseline, thank you. My brain is not working right now. That'll send, she will draw a foul and send Taylin to the line as she gets a chance to shoot 2. Taylin's first shot is up and good. Taylin is a great free throw shooter on the season. And she'll get a chance to shoot a second one. 3:55 remaining here in the first half of play. The Sholo Cougars leading 20 to Holbrook Roadrunners 13. As again, Taylin Spencer at the foul line for her second shot, and this one's no good. A rebound goes down to number 21, Nicole Roten, who comes off the bench for the Cougars. And they kick it into 21. She turns to shoot and gets it to fall. So Grace Moore, coming off the bench for the Cougars, is able to get a basket.
Holbrook didn't beat down the floor, and the reason why they're getting beat down the floor is not really the pass. It's that no one is stopped number 2, who is Mackenzie Coolish, coming down the middle of the floor with the ball. No one picks her up, and so she's free to dish to anybody. See, no one's at the ball dribbler. She walks.
Goes right back to Coolish. They get caught inside. You're going to kick it back to a wide open three-point shot for number 12. Brogan can't get it to fall. Rebound to the Roadrunners. Quickly, Holbrook brings it back up court. They don't even take a chance to pass it. Hand off to number 23, Teriana Nez, who comes up short on her three-point attempt. But there it is again. Quick pass up to Mackenzie Coolish.
They slowed her down that time, see, because someone's in her face.
Got up on her. Pass out of trouble. She got a little defense in her face, so she passes it out of trouble. Again, these long passes from one end of the court to the other can be dangerous, but Holbrook's not there to be able to pick it up. Those are the kind we see Noah Brown at the boys level. He comes flying in and just sneaks him out, snags him out of the air, whether you don't know he's there. There we go, that long pass from one end of the court to the other. Number 24 going to drive the lane, shoots her shot, can't get it to fall, but there's number 21 for a rebound. But Grace Moore's second shot won't go. Going to be rebounded by Holbrook. Taylin Spencer with the ball. Kicks it out to Samathe Billy. She looks at the three-pointer, puts down her dribble, comes to the top of the key. They try to force that pass inside. Going to be knocked away by number 21, Grace Moore. So it will remain Holbrook ball from underneath their own hoop at the baseline.
Well, Holbrook is outsized on the inside, and so what Sholo is doing is they're trying to force the ball outside, keep it outside. And all Holbrook has to do really is understand just what they're trying to accomplish, and they can counter it. And they can counter that just by widening the lane out. Just spread the floor and then beat people on drives to the basket. You attack the key. You start getting them thinking that you're attacking the key, then, you know, you could dish off passes, easy layups. But, you know, even trying to run that post game through Holbrook's post players, and they couldn't, and that's the fourth ball inside that's been tipped out of bounds. And the reason why is because they're outside. So as soon as that post player, get her up to her high and have a shooter in her face, shot ready. So as soon as she catches it, it goes right back to her. Shot ready.
Shan, foot racer. She misses her first one. Her second one bounces around the rim, and she's able to get her second one to fall. So that will bring the Holbrook score up to 14 to 22. The good news for Holbrook, I don't know if you call it good news per se, but that Mackenzie Coolish was called for that second one, and Coolish has 2 fouls on the night. And if you can get her in foul trouble, maybe you can get her to slow down. I don't know.
Well, that'll slow their offense.
Slow down.
That'll slow their offense down.
Coolish with the ball right there, showing that ball work she's got. She's going to hand the ball off to number 24, kicks it out to a wide open number 30 in the corner. Off the front of the rim, going to be bounced out. But again, a great rebounding team Sholo's proven to be tonight. As number 21, Grace Moore, comes down with it. And they'll Sholo's getting multiple shots on the basket tonight, you know, thanks to their rebounds. And there it is again. Holbrook not able to come down with that rebound. Bounces into the hands of Grace Moore again on the perimeter. But they're going to go ahead and call. Looks like Grace Moore for a foul. Got a little wild with her elbows, it looks like.
Yeah, Samathe Billy got up with a little smile. Hey.
She might have played that one a little bit. Huh?
That's a turnover.
Yeah, we'll take it. So Holbrook gets the ball, and they'll bring it across the midcourt. Samathe Billy quickly gives it back to Abigail Nez. Taylin Spencer takes a seat on the bench for a little bit. Let her get a quick rest. Run the offense through Samathe Billy for a minute. Hands it off to Abigail Nez, who comes it back to the perimeter. She puts a nice spin move. And tries to throw it through middle of the traffic, but Sholo's able to get a hand on it, knock it away. And luckily on the other end of the court, looks like Abigail Nez is able to knock it a long pass away, knock it out of bounds. As Krya Brogan comes back in for the, I keep trying to call them Lobos, sorry, the Cougars. And they're going to let Sadie Hall take a quick break. They get the ball back into the hands of Coolish, who you can see why. She makes a good move, makes one of the Holbrook defenders whiff, and they quickly get it back into the hands of Coolish. A little time around the perimeter here. Looking inside for number 30, Kenzie Brogan.
That was good defense. That was a good defensive scrap. Holbrook didn't do much, but they were active. They were active, and that activity just makes chaotic.
With 30 seconds to go here in the half, Holbrook trails 14 to 22. They've come down trying to hopefully get a couple shots off here before the end of the half, but they're going to take their time, make sure they have the right shot before they rush it too much. 20 seconds, tries to force it inside, but Sholo gets a finger on it, knocks it out of bounds. So with 18 seconds to go, Holbrook will take it out from the baseline. Again, 18 seconds to go here in the half. I know online you can't see the clock, but you can see the score, so try to do a better job of telling you how much time is left in the contest. Down to 12 seconds. Bounces right over the shoulder of Samathe Billy into the Cougars' hands. Fast break going the other way, and they've got their team. They got two Cougars down there. Neither one of them can get the basket to fall.
They couldn't get it to drop time.
And the Roadrunners pick it up and just dribble out the half. It's a long throw there from three-quarters court, so they'll take it to half. Holbrook trailing 14 to the Sholo Cougars 22. With that, we'll take a halftime break as well, 10-minute break. Go get a drink and come back and join us for some second half action live here from Budenholzer Court in Holbrook, Arizona. Welcome back to Tony Munoz Gym here at Budenholzer Court in Holbrook as we get ready to bring you some second half action where the Holbrook Roadrunners take on the Show Low Cougars. And tell us about, you had a little conversation before the game started
Yeah,
tonight.
I had a little conversation with Dea Aguero's mother, and I promised her we'd give a shout-out to Manny. I asked her if she wanted to be called Manuel, and he said no, he likes Manny. And a shout-out to you, Manny Guerrero, and we wish you luck in the National Hoop Shoot Contest. Go ahead, bring us home the gold, kid.
Love that. That's so awesome. The National Hoop Shoot, Manny Guerrero. Holbrook, there you go, coming out, putting some pressure on there. Taylor Spencer to start this second half. They've got the fight left still in Holbrook as they come out trailing here to start the second half. Sholo does get the ball to start, cut with the possession clock. Bounce inside. Oh, nice bounce there for number 40. That's what she turns. Number 40, Sadie Hall.
Yeah,
she's going to get her second bucket of the night.
That was a nice forgiving shot right there. The rim played with her.
So Holbrook gets a chance to come back and answer back. It's their first possession of the second half. Samathe Billy picks up her dribble, gets in a little bit of trouble. She's got to try to hand it off. Can't hand it off as there's Mackenzie Kula showing her speed and abilities, knocks it away from Taylor and Spencer, but it will remain Holbrook ball.
The players got to understand that sideline is a defender.
Yeah,
don't trap yourself. The half-court line, the baseline, and both sidelines are defenders. And she trapped herself.
Don't put yourself in the corner. Don't paint yourself into the corner. Ooh, three-point shot. Trying to snuck that in there. It was number 12. Abigail Nez couldn't get it to fall. Going to be rebounded by the Show Low Cougars. And there's Kulish directing the offense again for the Cougars. Kicks it out to number 24, Cotterman. They're spending a little bit of time. They're trying to get a lane inside. Holbrook defense is good, not letting them have anything inside.
Holbrook's still with that matchup zone.
Once again, they're trying really hard to get it into Brogan. Can't get open. Number 12, Abigail Nez doing a great job defending there. Kick it back out. Number 12 got the ball. Getting close to that 5 seconds.
That's a 5-second count.
It was a slow count apparently this time. That's all right. They're going to hand it off to Kulish. Oop, looking for number 40 inside. She thinks about passing it in, hands it back off. Nobody ready for that pass, but luckily they weren't near the edge there and had a chance to catch up to it. Was Cotterman. Sholo had the ball for close to a minute here on this possession.
Yeah, they're eating up clock, whether they're trying to or not, but they're doing it.
Doing a good job of it. They lead 10 points by 10 here with 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
They're patient.
Again, working hard. They really want to get that ball inside. Finally, they're going to get called for a travel. So they don't come away with points, but they do eat a lot of time off that clock. And with the 10-point lead, it's almost a possession. They almost stole a possession from home.
Yeah, well, and when you steal time, you're stealing everything.
Yeah. So Taylin Spencer brings it down for the Roadrunners, kicks it back out. Wide open, Abigail Nez shoots it up for the three. Can't get it to fall. Holbrook struggling from the three-point line tonight. They've shot quite a few. They're just not getting them to fall. And this one is going to land in the hands of the Cougars. And there is a foul going to be called. That foul is going to be called on Holbrook.
On Taylor Spencer, she was. They're trying to back. They're watching the shot go up, waiting for the defender to jump, and then they're backing in. Well, you got to. As soon as you see people's feet come together and they form that A-frame, that's the indication a shot is coming. So that's when you start boxing.
Don't wait for that shot all the way. Goes into number 21 again. A couple attempts under there. This time she's not able to get the third rebound. It will come down to Taylor Spencer. Kicks it out to number 23 for Holbrook. Looks good, but it isn't good for Terriana Nez. But Holbrook's able to come away with a rebound. Nice move there. She throws it off the legs of number 24. It looks like Cotterman, and it will remain Holbrook ball. So Holbrook, Terriana Nez to take it out from the baseline. Finds Taylor Spencer out on the perimeter. She drives in the lane. You know, not normally you see that one. No. Taylor Spencer trying to shoot it amongst the trees, as you said. She's found some success with it tonight. She still is Holbrook's leading scorer. Can't get it to fall there, though. Holbrook really struggling from the field tonight. So I don't know if that's just a off night or if it's a good defense by Sholo, but a great steal by their Samathe Billy. Wide open. She gets a fast break. Can't get it to fall, but she will draw a foul on Kenzie Brogan, and that will let Samathe Billy go to the line to shoot two.
Roadrunners have struggled from the line tonight.
They really have. They've struggled, from the field in general. I mean, 14 points going into the second half. I don't know, I don't have good enough records to really go back and see, but I bet that's a rarity for the Lady Roadrunners this year.
And there's another missed free throw.
Samathe Billy is yet to get on the scoreboard tonight. So far, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Taylin Spencer, the leading scorer with 8. There you go. Samathe Billy didn't like that stat. I called out stat that, so she goes ahead and goes, let me get one now. She gets that second free throw to fall. Coolish fighting hard to get it inside. Finds number 30, Brogan. Quickly gives it back. There's that full court pressure for the Holbrook Roadrunners, what they've been known for. This time they're able to keep Coolish under pressure, and she doesn't get away from them. They did have to fight hard to get it across center court. And again, Holbrook putting some good tight pressure now. Good pass inside to number 40.
Yeah, you can see them setting that up.
Sadie Hall's got 6 points on the night, all of them sitting right under the hoop like that. And there's Samathe Billy. She gets her first 3 of the night. She did not like me saying that she had no points. She'll just go ahead and take that up to 4. Samathe Billy with a big 3-pointer with 4:12 to go here in the third quarter. Brings that score 18-26. Oh, a little errant pass. Holbrook comes flying in, number 23. That was Terriana Nez knocks it away, but it will remain show low ball. Coolish to inbound it, gets it into Brogan. Brogan brings it back across the half-court line. It's going to go off the foot. I'm not sure it went off the foot of it. Yeah, I think it went off of Samathe Billy, so it will be the Cougar ball steal from the baseline.
Timeout. Full.
Holbrook timeout. I'm not sure who they pointed at for the timeout. There is a timeout on the court.
Yeah, he pointed at the coach.
So Holbrook timeout with 3:59 here to go in the third quarter. Holbrook keeping it close. I mean, again, we've talked about Holbrook struggling from the line. Talked about struggling from the field in general, but this is still very much a ball game. Holbrook trailing 18-26.
Well, I think that's the reason for the timeout right now. See, because they started with 22 points. It was 14-22 at the half, and they've scored 4 points in that amount of time. Yeah. And what he's seeing is he knows that's not their chemistry, in other words. Sometimes you can make a good dish one time, and it's just perfect, and you try it again the next time, and you're like, something's not right. And that's what he's seeing. And then when he saw that, when they got the ball deflected out of bounds, he said something about their rotation against the press. Yeah. And so he's seeing it, and he's fixing it now before it gets any worse. Before
it gets out of hand. I mean, as they talk about momentum in all sports, there's a reason the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
What happened to the Chiefs' second half fall apart?
Yeah.
So if you're a Holbrook Roadrunner fan, we're hoping that the Charlotte Cougars pull the Chiefs in the second half, right? If you're a Cougars fan, I'm sure you're not hoping for that, and that's okay. So Sholo brings the ball inbounds. Mackenzie Coolish showing some good ball control. Good defense. Holbrook putting that pressure on right all the way out here as far back as they want to go. Almost gets a steal, knocks it away. But number 21, Grace Moore, is able to hang on to it. Kicks it out to Brogan. Get it back into the hands of Coolish. Again, Holbrook's doing a better job defending inside, not letting him get there. 2, going to be rebounded down to, I believe that was Samathe Billy. Samathe Billy will bring it back for the Roadrunners. Kicks it out to number 23.
Boom.
Up and no good, but she is going to go. That's Terriana Nez. She will go to the line to shoot 3. 3 free throw attempts coming up. These are 3 big free throws at this point of the game. We should mention we're grateful for anybody tuning in tonight. We're grateful to bring these games to you live over the internet. If you haven't figured it out now, which I don't think there's a soul out there that hasn't figured it out, we are far from professionals. We are a student-run organization.
Yeah, we don't have agents.
We don't have agents. Nobody sent us any offers. But we do enjoy bringing these basketball games. We hope you enjoy it when we're watching this, and especially in this COVID time when not everybody can come to the games. First free throw is no good. The second one is no good. Again, as we talked about, just struggling from the line tonight. Terriana misses her first 2 out of 3 free throw shots. But, again, we want to just give a big shout-out to Mike Burks and his team here, which is a team full of students bringing you the broadcast.
They do a fantastic job.
Such a good job. And so much time do they put into this. Terriana Nez does pick up her 3rd of those free throws. Going to bring the score 19-26 with 3:18 to go here. Great steal there by our other sister, Abigail Nez. She puts it back in, gets that 3 points the hard way, but they're going to go ahead and get that 3-point play completed, bringing that score 21-26. That full court pressure again. Holbrook putting it on, not letting anything easy come across the midcourt. You got 21 open underneath, but this time she tries to rush her shot, goes off the rim. Rebound down to number 3, Shondine Ben.
Holbrook wants to be really smart here, be really selective. Good
nice
move.
move inside for number 23. Good roll as it falls in for Terriana Nez. She's going to pick up her 6th point of the game. And that brings the game within 3 points. It's now a one-possession game.
Time.
We talked about this is a game of momentum.
Out of bounds.
Almost 10 seconds, throws it away out of bounds. So Holbrook forces another turnover.
This is why the coach called it that. Now you see what I mean.
That's right.
I've been around so long, I can look over there and I'm like, okay, something's falling apart. I don't know. You know, I'm like one of those old mechanics that can hear something in the engine.
The old coach's brain knows.
Yep, he knew.
Not that you're old. I didn't call you the old.
I call me old.
Old graybeard, is that what they call you at home? Sholo comes away with a steal, but again, Holbrook right back, steals it again, kicks it down into Taylor Spencer, right under, a little hard off the backboard. Whew, it's a wild one under the hoop tonight. As they fight to bring it across, the ball gets tipped away.
We got a timeout. See?
And a timeout, Sholo. Sholo wants to talk about it again. Their coach is a little bit fired up. But his team has been solid tonight. He's feeling like he's in trouble. I won't try to interpret the hand moves. They may not be FCA approved. We're not the right FCA.
Yeah.
But good job by Holbrook keeping. And they made an adjustment. Holbrook made an adjustment.
They made an adjustment. You know, they called the timeout. Coach saw something. I guess Coach Perkins saw that same thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I said he's calling a timeout because he's seeing something's going south.
Yeah.
You know, and he knew it. Now, you know, we went from 10, 12-point lead.
Yeah.
Now you're down 3-point
One
lead.
possession, 3-point lead with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We still got a whole quarter of play after this one. So if they can keep this momentum rolling, they could jump out ahead and start to run away with it. And again, I think that's why that Sholo coach called that timeout. It was starting to turn into Holbrook's style of basketball rather than what Sholo's been able to dictate up until this point.
When I was coaching, I would tell the kids all the time, stay in character. Don't get out of character. And then that's what happens. You get out of character.
And that's hard to do when you're trailing by a lot, but credit to Holbrook as they've been able to bring this thing back and make it a close game. So inbound for Sholo. They're going to still feel that pressure by Holbrook. Working hard to try to get it in, but number 24 is going to get called for a travel. That's Cotterman. And that will be a turnover on Sholo. Holbrook gets their chance now to complete the comeback here, trailing by 3. They're going to go ahead and make a substitution for the Sholo Cougars. They bring in Brogan again, one of their starters. Nice bounce pass inside to Foot Racer. Gets the turn, and it's in for Shan Foot Racer. She gets to go to the line for a potential 3-point play, and this free throw could tie the ball game up as Holbrook trails 25-26. And great move there by Shan Foot Racer, not taking that first shot and being patient and getting the turn and the shot and the foul. Her shot is up, and it is no good. Bounces away. Rebound to number 40, Sadie Hall for the Cougars. Again, Holbrook putting that full court press on. She picks up her dribbles, gets in trouble. There comes number 3, rushing in, Shondine Ben. Going to knock it away. It will remain Sholo ball, but Holbrook showing that fight.
They're showing that fight. Now they're telling them, we're going to make it hard for you to get the ball up the floor.
All 10 players on this side of the court.
But they're doing something I was talking about in the first half, and they're attacking the ball and not letting it come up the floor unassisted.
And number 30 gets caught in the corner, Brogan, but she is going to draw the foul. I believe that's going to be on number 12, Abigail Nez, as it's going to be her first of the night, so it will just be a takeout from the sideline. 1:31 to go here in the third quarter. Just a 1-point ball game. Sholo does have the lead and the ball. So they spend a little perimeter time, but number 3, there she is again. Shondine Ben showing some speed, comes and just flying in out of nowhere.
Hey, she's going for the ball.
Gets her hand on that ball. And she's not getting the steal quite yet, but one of these times she's going to get the steal, and she's making them work. Holbrook going to send two ladies down here to the scorer's clock and wait for the next possession change.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Coolish got pressure on her. There's the clock. Oh, they cleared it. I saw them clear it.
Yeah, you saw it.
She goes for the long 3 with pressure. Mackenzie Coolish answers back. That's her third 3-pointer of the night.
Ooh, that said get off
to
me.
Pressure. Yeah.
That said get off me.
We may be Holbrook homers, but we can appreciate that. And Holbrook turns it over to number 12. They got a good race coming the other direction. Number 30 up and bounces hard off the backboard. Comes down to number 40, though, Sadie Hall, and she gets her 4th bucket, all underneath the hoop. So Sadie Hall, again, coming off that bench for the no, excuse me, she's been a starter for tonight. But she's done well under the hoop tonight. Bounce pass inside to Foot Racer.
Ooh,
nice
beautiful.
Turn move again for Foot
Beautiful.
Racer. She answers back to Sadie Hall's 2-pointer. And Foot Racer is going to compete for the leading scorer tonight. She's got 7 points on the night, equals to Taylin Spencer's 7. Underneath the hoop goes Sholo. Comes a scrum underneath. And a couple players slow to get up, but they are going to call it Holbrook ball. And a big shift change for the Roadrunners. They're going to bring in.
They didn't call you.
Never mind. They're going to say you did not get called out yet because there was a foul under the hoop.
Yep, they gotta clear the foul. Okay, all right. All the administrative stuff is done now.
Handle all that. Now they can come in. They're going to bring in Nicole Gombos. They're going to bring back in Taylin Spencer, and it looks like Tariana Nez coming back in for the Roadrunners. And the Roadrunners do get the possession after that foul. That's the 4th team foul actually on Sholo this half too. 13 seconds to go here in the half. She lets the ball dribble for a second. Not sure exactly what's going on here. The officials are going to talk about it. They let the ball come bouncing in. I wonder if they started the clock too early because she didn't touch the ball. She was letting it go, and the clock was already down to 9 seconds.
What's going on?
I think that's exactly what it was. He rolled the clock before she touched the ball. They were letting it go. See, because he passed it deep. She let the ball go. She didn't touch it yet, but they'd already started the clock.
They started the clock on the throw.
On the throw rather than
not
the touch.
to catch.
Yeah, exactly right. And good job by that official for catching that down there on the end of the court there at the baseline.
Van's good, man.
So they're going to go ahead and let Holbrook take it out once again, reset that clock back to 13.6. Let them try it again. Again, they want every second. And here, there we go. They're going to let it dribble out in front of her again. And now she touches it. Now that clock can go ahead and start.
That's right.
Taylin Spencer comes here to the near side corner. Kicks it out to number 23. She's wide open for a 3 right off the front of the rim. It looked good.
It looked good from here.
It looked real good from here, but didn't get it to fall. 1 second. They throw it deep, and it's going to be no good. So at the end of 3, Holbrook cuts that lead to only 4. I can't count very good. But
that's all right. You're acquired.
That's true. I'm acquired. I can only count to 4, right? I can count to 4 and I have to start over again. But Sholo leads 31 to Holbrook 27. What a great third quarter. That was a lot of fun third quarter.
That's a whole different. I actually say the Lady Roadrunners showed up in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of here in the first 2 quarters. But now they've come and they've gotten a little bit of confidence. I tell kids all the time, don't put pressure on yourself in practice. Always put pressure on yourself in practice, because in the game, you're going to be used to it.
Yeah.
You're going to be used. I mean, that's the reason why militaries have boot camps. They just don't give you a rifle and a tent
and then throw you into pressure.
Throw you into the pressure. You got to make sure you're ready for the pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, our kids, I think they looked at the size of Sholo and it kind of.
And
they knew the last time that we only beat them by 6 points.
I sure do. We had this conversation earlier, right, about when we used to play football against Boys Ranch, right?
Yes.
We were scared the second they walked off the bus before they played it down in football.
My dad was a big man. He was 6'5", like 300 pounds, and they were big as my dad.
Yeah, exactly. So there could be something, that intimidating factor, before you've even taken a step on the court. Holbrook tries to bounce it inside. It's going to be turned over, though. 12. Good job by Cryo Brogan. She gets the steal.
Another shin pass.
Going to be a deep pass off the hands of number 30. She's able to catch back up to it. Kicks it out to number 2, Coolish. Holbrook again putting some good pressure on, not letting them have anything easy right now. A little pick and roll action there, but they're going to pick it up. A lot of this crossing pattern underneath. They're able to get it down to number 30, but good defense. She has to kick it back out. Again, Sholo taking its time right here, burning some clock. Kick it back out to number 30. She's going to drive the lane, find a hole, but kind of throws it up. Not sure she was trying to draw a foul there more than actually get the shot to fall. The ball's on the ground. This might be a jump ball. Sure enough, they're going to call that a jump ball. They got 4 players, 2 green, 2 white. And the possession clock is pointing towards Sholo, so it will remain Sholo ball on the possession. And Holbrook looking like they're going to bring a couple players in here at the next possession change. There it is. So they're going to bring in Samathe Billy and Abigail Nez and give Foot Racer and Gombos a rest for a second for Holbrook. 7:05 to go here in this contest. Holbrook trailing by 4. Nice bounce pass into Coolish. Kicks it back out. Open on the outside. High off the rim. And going to be a foul on Holbrook. Number 30 went up good for Brogan. And poor Taylin Spencer, she just didn't have the height match against her.
Well, she had the strength, so she pulled it down.
She did.
Yeah.
She's going to get called for her. I believe that'll be her. Oh, it shows her first of the night. So it will be Sholo ball away from the shot, but nice move by Sadie Hall again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points all coming right there under the basket for Sadie Hall. We just don't really have anybody that's able to match up with her too well down there. Big 3 there for number 23, Tariana Nez. Her second of the night. Going to bring that back to a 3-point ball game, 1-possession game with 6:30 to go here in the ball game. They throw a deep pass looking for number 30, but number 50 for the Roadrunners, Sarah Billy, able there to come in. Couldn't quite catch it, but is at least able to knock it out of bounds, let the rest of the Holbrook defenders get down to this side of the court and set up shop. Looks like the officials are going to talk about it. They're not quite sure who it went off of. There's a little bit of discussion there. Looks like they're going to go ahead and let it stand as called. So Shola will take it out from the far side of the court. Given Kula, she's been a shooter tonight. She took a thought at that shot from the corner, but decided to go ahead and dribble out and spend some time passing it around the perimeter here again.
That's a travel.
There we go, travel on cue. I think you called it before the whistle blew. Way to go.
Well, she took an extra step. People don't it's a couple steps. Now, I can't go out and duplicate that. I haven't played basketball in years.
Well, I got to be honest,
but I could still know what it looks like.
But to see it is pretty good. I don't know that I always see their feet that well.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm caught up in the ball. But they still let me announce a basketball game. I don't know why sometimes, but that's all right. Holbrook right now got a chance to tie it up. Oh, goes hard off the back of the rim, but a good rebound to number 23, Tariana Nez, and she's going to draw the foul as she goes up for her shot off the rebound. So she'll step to the line to shoot 2. And, the real trouble there almost as equally is that puts the Sholo Cougars into not quite into the bonus, but essentially into the bonus, right?
Yeah, that was on Coolish. That's her first one, but they got one more.
That's third on Coolish.
Is that? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But the first shot is no good for Tariana Nez. Again, she struggled from the line. She's missed 3, made 1 from the line so far tonight. I thought that was the 16th foul on the Cougars. That's only the 15th foul on the Cougars. So they've still got one more before they technically get in there. Tariana Nez hears me again and answers back. Maybe I need to tell them they're not doing so good from the line. They seem to shoot better after I say that. 31-33, 2-point ball game as Coolish steps to the inbounds line as she brings it in for the Sholo Cougars. Again, 5:54 to go here in this contest. Having a hard time bringing it in, gets close to that 5 seconds, but she's able to get it away. And number 12 takes it all the way in. Quick kick out to number 30. She drives hard. Nice hoop there for Kenzie Brogan. Kenzie Brogan's been a big dominant force tonight for only 4 points. It's only her 4th point on the night.
But she's been hitting the boards.
She's been present tonight. Much more than that score shows for her. 3-point attempt for the Roadrunners. It's going to go off the far side of the rim. And it's going to go out of bounds, Sholo ball. So we're looking at a 4-point ball game here again after Kenzie Brogan's 2-point play at the far end of the court. 5:31 to go. Holbrook trailing 4 points. Sholo has 35, Holbrook 31. Holbrook again going to show that full court pressure though, not going to let them have an easy advance. Again, they didn't do that the first half of the game, which Holbrook's known for. But this second half, they've definitely turned it on for their seeming benefit to bring it back and make this a close game. 30 this time can't get it to go. She throws it away. Taylin Spencer gets the rebound, tries to bring it back, gets some good pressure. But she hangs on to that dribble. Nice pass off Tariana Nez. Another 3-point attempt. Can't get it to fall, but a good rebound underneath, but she's going to be hacked. I believe that was Nicole Gambos underneath. And
it's Abigail Nez.
No, it wasn't. It was Abigail Nez. Abigail Nez under the hoop, and she got a good rebound, and then she definitely took a hack, but she's going to go to the line. I think this is her first time at the free throw line, and that does put the Cougars into technically not the bonus, but their next one puts them in the bonus. So for all intents and purposes, any more fouls, then Holbrook goes to the free throw line.
And they got to make them.
But they have struggled. I mean, there's no doubt about this. If we counted up the free throws that are missed for Holbrook tonight, it's a tie game, or they're ahead at this point.
Oh, they're ahead, definitely ahead.
But Abigail knocks down both of hers. Again, that was her first trip to the line.
See, Holbrook is doing something that I had mentioned in the first half. They're pressing them,
Yes.
see, and they changed the dynamics of the game.
It really has.
If you can control tempo, speed it, or slow it up, you're gonna do well.
Number 40 was wide open. I don't know why she didn't take it to the hoop, but I can almost hear her sideline yell, "Why didn't you go for it?" And she's going to go ahead and push off as she tries to get that pass underneath. She pushes the Holbrook player out of the way. She will be called for that foul, and that's the bonus, as we just talked about. So that will be a 1-and-1 foul now. And that's what we talked about, right? That's where that foul trouble can really make a big difference.
Makes a big difference.
And who is that at the line? These girls in their beautiful long hair sometimes makes it hard to see what number they are.
You know, the one-on-one situation is so great because it's like it's like in football. Seems like whenever you get to the one-on-one, you should be able to kick a field goal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I like that.
We want 3 points.
Sholo struggling to get it across the line. They don't do it. Great defense for the Roadrunners.
And this is what I would have been putting on them
the whole time. Yeah. And again, that's what we've seen from Holbrook. I mean, Perkins obviously.
You see tall players, I want them to be able to handle. Not everybody's Giannis.
For sure.
6'10", 6'11",
wide open for the 3.
Foot, that can dribble the floor.
That's for sure.
So when you see big players, force them to prove to you they can dribble the floor.
Can you do this? I remember that kid from Page last year, that tall kid that could do that.
Oh, yeah.
He was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
So 33-35, Holbrook with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. They're going to look at that 3 again. They've tried that 3 a few times. She just can't get it to fall for Terriana Nez tonight. But it's going to go down to the Sholo Cougars as they bring it back to this side of the court, to the near side. Sholo going to slow that game down a little bit, play their game, try to get back to their style that works for them in the first half. Patience, then they throw it away. There's Taylin Spencer. Goes off of the Sholo Cougars' back of her heel, but Holbrook's able to come up with it. Taylin's going to dish it off to, or you dish it into Taylin. She looks for 3, can't get it. And there's going to be Coolish. So Holbrook just not able to get inside there. That's almost like we talked about earlier. Sholo saying you take the shot,
right?
But Holbrook's not getting to fall quite the same way that Sholo did early. Good defense there as they bring up that pressure. Double team here away from the basket. Dump pass into number 24. She going to get a foul called there for she can't get the shot for Cotterman, but she does draw the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Holbrook looking to bring in 4 players off the bench. We're looking at a full line shift here.
Well, he's going to press them. Next time they come down the floor, he's going to be pressing them hard. Just trying to keep some fresh people on the floor.
And number 24 misses her first one. So Addison Cotterman so far, she's 1 for 3 from the free throw line. So, hey, if you're starting to take notes on who you want to foul late in the game,
right,
Cotterman might be your person. Let's see how she does on her second one. There's that full line shift for the Roadrunners. Second free throw up and no good. So she's 1 for 4 from the line tonight. 3:10 to go here in the ball game. Nice pass here in the corner. 3-point shot, and it's good for number 10, Rael Yazzie, sophomore coming off the bench. Knocks down a big 3-pointer, giving Holbrook their first lead since the first quarter, and that defense comes flying in. There is going to be a foul, though. Number 50, Sarah Billy, kind of comes in late and just runs into the back of Sadie Hall, going to be called for the foul. But it's not a shooting foul, so they'll just get a chance to take it from the baseline. But Sholo wants to talk about it. As Sholo lost the lead for the first time since the first quarter, they're going to call a timeout, and they're going to want to talk about it.
Yeah. And Coach saw this coming. He knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. He knew it was coming.
Just couldn't stop it, right? It's hard to stop that defense.
It's hard to stop.
And that speed.
And the hardest thing to stop is when teams start to develop doubt.
Yeah.
That's hard to stop.
Yeah.
You know.
There's nothing you can say. It's going to fix it. They have to start to do something to develop that confidence again. Holbrook, for speaking along those lines, Holbrook apparently isn't experiencing that doubt because they keep shooting those threes like they're going to make them every time and haven't slowed down, even though they haven't been falling for them. So Holbrook 36, Sholo 35, 2:55 to go here in the fourth period. Sholo ball takes it out underneath the hoop, dumps it out to number 40, Sadie Hall. She kicks it into to Kulish. Kulish has been great from the three-point line tonight. She's got 3 3-pointers, but she's going to dish it inside. And there's number 40. She's been great underneath. Sadie Hall, leading scorer for the Sholo Cougars tonight. She's got 12 points on the night to give Sholo that lead once again. And Holbrook going to bring their line shift once again. 4 players head to the line, and looks like Coach Perkins for the Roadrunners is going to call a timeout, give him a chance to make this change out.
Well, he can't. Well, he wanted to leave him a little longer. I'm sure he did. He'd probably bring him back at 2 minutes even.
Yeah.
But when them making that last bucket, I think he's going to go ahead and bring him. Use the timeout to give him some rest, and then still bring him back.
At some point, Sadie Hall, that girl, she's been phenomenal under the hoop. So, again, admittedly not being the greatest basketball mind.
Yeah.
What do you do for somebody like that when you got the hot hand under the hoop and she continues to get free under there?
Well, mostly she's getting free, and those are putbacks that she's getting.
That's true.
They're not initial attack passes that are coming from the outside, where she's catching it and putting it up. People were shooting, missing. She's boxing people out. She's taller than most of the Roadrunners.
Yeah.
And so she's getting rebounds and putbacks. There's so much living that can be made in the paint being a garbage man.
And she's done well tonight for herself. Great drive in
Look
there.
at that.
Woo! Nice move by Terriana Nez. She drives in the lane. Nice bounce off the basket, off the backboard, I should say. And they're going to quickly get it back. There's Sadie Hall. She's going to go to the hoop. And she can't get it to fall this time, but here's that garbage time you talked about. And she's going to get the foul down on the ground as she gets her own rebound. But Holbrook does take the lead. We're getting to see the back and forth a little bit here.
Yeah, it's going back and forth.
This is going to come down to a last possession game.
Yeah, and then they're going to be in the 1-on-1 with the next foul for the Roadrunners.
Samathe Billy coming in off the bench for the Roadrunners. Going to give Gombos a chance to take a breather. With 2:10 to go here. Holbrook leading 38-37. Sholo ball under the hoop following that foul. Holbrook now 6 fouls. So, again, sending anyone to the line. And there we go. A rare miss for Sadie Hall. Again, she must have been circled on Coach Perkins' board there coming out of that timeout as well because they got good pressure on her. Taylin Spencer taking her time bringing it out. They do hold a 1-point lead as the clock ticks under 2 minutes to go here in this ball game.
They're going to try to work for it. Well, I don't know. It looks like
2
they're going
minutes.
to try to work for the last shot.
Going to hold it for 2 minutes. It's going to be a long time.
Well, that's a long time, but what's the alternative? Give it back to a team that's bigger than you.
Definitely seems to be going back and forth when they don't.
You got to get off the line.
Good defense there. And they are going to call a push there against the Sholo right there on the edge. Perkins there letting the ref know, hey, man, you going to call that or not? And apparently he agreed with him because they're going to send Taylin Spencer to the free throw line. And I believe this is her second time to the free throw line tonight. She was 1 for 1 earlier tonight. Second one is good. That makes it a 2-point lead for the Roadrunners. 1:35 to go here in the ball game as Taylin Spencer gets her second shot. Second shot is in and out, so it will remain a 2-point lead for the Roadrunners. 1:30 to go. Quickly advancing the ball is Sholo. They're not taking time to dribble. They quickly bounce it right into their shooter, Sadie Hall, and she ties it back up, 39-all with 1:20 to go here in the ball game. In the hands of Taylin Spencer. She tries to make something happen, kicks it out. They got Abigail Nez. Abigail Nez. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Perkins and the Holbrook Roadrunners. 1:09 to go, 39-39. Both teams in the bonus. And what a contest we got here.
This is the good one now.
Yeah, if you walked away for a minute, you came back to maybe what you didn't expect here. Holbrook trailing quite a bit early, came storming back, made this into a game. And again, with 1:09 to go, 39-all. And Coach Perkins calls that timeout, wants to talk about it. What are you telling your players right here, Coach?
Well, we have the ball. So, I'm telling them, hey, we're going to spread the floor, go 5 wide. And we'd like to get layups. Don't shoot a jump shot because the jump shots lead to long rebounds. Long rebounds lead to fast breaks.
Yeah.
So I would go with a 5-wide or motion offense and just try to get a layup.
Shannon Foot Racer's been pretty solid underneath for the Lady Roadrunners, and looks like Shannon Foot Racer is going to be on the court for us. So our lineup going into this final minute: Shannon Foot Racer, Terriana Inez, Taylin Spencer, Abigail Nez, and Samathe Billy. You guessed it, our starting lineup. All 5 of them back on the court here as we get ready to enter our final minute and 9 seconds of this ball game. So with a minute 9, do you go for the last shot, or is that too long to try to hold it for a last shot?
No, it's just not too long to try to hold it for. Not if you want a layup.
For the layup.
And keep the ball off the line.
Oh, they got number 12, Abigail Nez underneath. Boom. She gets it right there. Coach called it. Abigail Nez gets it early, but you don't wait. If you got the shot, take it when you got it.
Not if you get the layup, you shoot it.
On cue, you called it. Not if you get the layup. Taylin Spencer, feisty Taylin, gets the steal in such a timely moment in this ball game. Holbrook leading 41 to 39. 40 seconds. Sholo letting them play it out here a little bit. Almost waiting to see if they want to go ahead and foul here. They haven't yet. Quickly dumps it out to Taylin Spencer. 30 seconds to go here in this ball game. Holbrook again leading by 2. Good pass work from the Roadrunners, keeping it away. And there's the foul. There's the push by Mackenzie Coolish with 22 seconds. And that's going to send Taylin Spencer to the free throw line. And I think right now, Taylin.
Is it 2 shot right now?
Still just 1. I think it's still just one and 1, I think. Because that should be the 9th team foul. But Taylin right now, she's, I think, 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight.
Oh.
So you're going to get ready to make a substitution. Was that her? Did she foul out?
I think that was her 5th foul.
Coolish, that might have been Coolish's last foul. What Coolish, man? I got to tell you, that girl has impressed me tonight from Sholo. We got some Sholo fans here tonight.
She's a great point guard.
She was sure fun to watch.
She does her job. Her job is she's a distributor.
Oh, yeah.
Like the old water coolers where the water comes up in that little spider thing, that's what she's supposed to do.
There is no doubt that the only reason Sholo is in this game like they are has 100% because of Coolish. She forced Holbrook to play the game they played early by knocking those big threes down early in the game. If I'm giving a player of the game award to, even though she's only got 9 points, she was my player of the game for Sholo for sure.
She did her job as a point guard.
And Taylin Spencer gets her first of 2 and knocks down the second one. Perfect time for Taylin Spencer to come alive tonight as they lead 43 to 39.
You don't have to play hard defense.
Yeah.
You don't
18
have
seconds.
to play hard defense.
Sholo's not going quite the speed I would expect for him with this trailing by 4 points. They're having a hard time making anything happen. Good defense by the Roadrunners. They try to dump it inside, but it goes over the head of number 21, Moore. Out of bounds, going to be the Roadrunners' ball. 7 seconds to go. And looks like Sholo's going to call a timeout with 7 seconds to go. Trailing by 4. What a turnaround there for the Roadrunners.
Great turnaround for the Roadrunners. They started attacking that. They wouldn't let them get the ball up the floor. If you stop people from getting started, it's easy to slow them down.
Yeah, for sure.
In the first half, I thought that maybe that's what they would do, but you had made mention that they weren't pressing like
they weren't pressing like we used to see. But we also saw part of that was because Mackenzie Coolish made them pay the couple times they did. She turned on those afterburners, caught the Roadrunners flat-footed a couple times. I don't know for sure. You can only guess the minds of some of the coaches' decisions. Obviously, he knows more than me. He's pulling off these wins for sure. I won't argue with that. But it kind of seemed that way, like that speed of the Sholo Cougars was forcing them to have to play back a little bit. And then eventually they just said, you know what, we're going to play our game. And there was the turnaround right about halftime,
Yeah, all you got to do is get up in somebody's jersey.
Yeah.
Make them uncomfortable. Don't be dirty. Don't just crazy stuff. Just make the offensive person uncomfortable.
Again, I don't know.
Take them out of a comfort zone. You're in a comfort. They're running that fast break. To me, that's a comfort zone. I want to take you out of that comfort zone.
Is that not how Paige has won state championship after state championship? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's Paige's game plan, right?
Yeah. They don't let you get comfortable.
7 seconds. Holbrook inbounds, going for the deep inbound pass. Nobody down there, but Holbrook's racing to get down there. Can't get to it. And the ball does go out of bounds. It was kind of a good idea.
Well, she didn't get it up high enough. Height is what you need.
Like those punts, right?
Yeah,
like a punt.
You got to get it high.
A little higher, a little more hang time. let your defense get back underneath it. But that will be Sholo ball. They will get it under their own hoop because nobody touched it. So they actually get it back into their own hoop. 25 for the three-pointer. Can't get it to fall. Great rebound there, number 40. Sadie Hall right under the hoop. But not enough as Holbrook does come away with a win, 43 to Sholo 41. Great comeback from your Lady Roadrunners. And what a contest that was tonight.
That was a great game.
Who do you give the game ball to tonight for the Roadrunners? You got it. We mentioned for the Sholo Cougars that we give it to Mackenzie Coolish for the way she was able to dictate early the tempo that the Roadrunners had to take.
Yeah, Miss Coolish did a great job. She did her job. Unfortunately, she fouled out, but hey, she did it until there was, 12 seconds left to go in the game, and that's when she came out of the ball game.
So if we go to the Roadrunner side,
the Holbrook player of the game should go to Coach Perkins.
There you go.
Because he made that halftime adjustment. Well, actually, it wasn't halftime. It was a third quarter
adjustment. It was a couple minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I'm like, I'd be pressing these guys. They're beating me up the floor.
You actually called the timeout that it happened in, right?
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, just get up, make them uncomfortable, and that's what he did.
I love it.
And it shocked them a little bit.
Great win for the Holbrook Roadrunners tonight. We're going to take a quick break because coming up here in just 15 minutes or so, we have the same two teams, the same two schools, I should say, our Holbrook Roadrunners and the Sholo Cougars. But the boys team's coming up next in 15 minutes. Welcome back to Holbrook High School. We come to you live from Tony Munoz Gym, and straight from Budenholzer Court as we get ready to bring you our second game of the evening, the Holbrook Roadrunners versus the Sholo Cougars. Sholo, the girls come away with a big win. The first game, they were down by quite a bit and came storming back in the second half. It came away with a good solid 2-point win there to finish off the last game, and we're looking forward to another great game here from the boys game. So we give you some of our starters here. I'm sure I might slaughter a couple of these names, so I apologize if you're tuning in specifically from Sholo. But the starting lineup for Sholo, number 0, Mark Druye. I'm going to go with that. I don't know if that's right. Number 1, Cougar Cook. Number 11, Carlos Robles. Number 23, Andre Henderson. And number 44, Preston Powers. For the Holbrook Roadrunners on the other side of the ball, we got number 5, Strand Bain. Number 12, Brandon Tapaha. Number 20, Kyle Smith. Number 30, Tyler Tapaha. And last but not least, number 34, Nick Begay. And noticeably missing from tonight's starting lineup, number 3, Noah Brown. That seems to not be dressed out tonight.
Yeah, Noah is not out there. I just noticed that. So no report on we don't get those media reports, you know.
We don't get the coaches' interviews ahead of time.
We don't get all that stuff.
That's about right. But we're still excited to have an awesome game. It's going to definitely change Holbrook's game plan tonight, as Noah Brown is the point guard. He's the guy the offense runs through for Holbrook traditionally on the season. So it looks like we're going to get to see some other young players step up, and we'll see what they can do in the absence.
We'll see Kyle Smith, and then you also have Tapaha.
And the Tapaha brothers went off a couple weeks ago, or a couple games ago, I should say. And Holbrook going to come away with the first the tip-off. Nick Begay gets the opening tip-off, and they're going to quickly bring it down to their side of the court and to get this game underway. In the corner, number 5 takes his first shot, can't get it to go. Strand Bain on the attempt there. Rebound comes down to the Sholo Cougars. Number 1, Cougar Cook, going to bring it across the center court for the Sholo Cougars. Number 30 for the Roadrunners, Tyler Tapaha gets his hand in there, knocks that ball away, but it will remain Sholo ball. Cougar Cook, looking a little statistical look on him, based on his stats on Max Prep. He likes to shoot 3-pointers.
Oh, yeah.
Coming into tonight.
He's a coach's kid. I've never met a coach's kid that didn't like to shoot.
And we'll see if we can see some more of that tonight. And there he is, sitting on the 3-point line. He's going to dribble pass in to number 11. He tries to make some work on the paint. And nice turnaround shot's going to roll across the top of the rim into the hands of number 20, Kyle Smith, as he brings it across center court for the Roadrunners. Comes back to Kyle Smith right at the top of the key. Almost loses control. Was able to track the ball down. Nice pass inside. Kicks out to number 5 on the other side of the court. But this time he decides not to shoot, and they'll bring it back out to the top of the court. Some good ball work here for the Roadrunners. A lot of good movement. Sitting in the corner, number 20, he had to dribble it. I think if he would have caught it mid-pass, he might have shot that, but he had to put it down once. Number 5 from the other side, his shot is up, in and out. Before the game, I mentioned in the warm-ups, these players don't miss.
No, they don't miss in the warm-up.
Sure changes
Nobody
things.
guarding you.
Yeah, sure changes things when you put a defender on you, doesn't it? Both sides, both teams, man, in the warm-ups, just knocking down their warm-ups like crazy. But it's basketball, and there's going to be defense on you, and it makes things a lot more difficult. So Sholo once again on their end of the court, still scoreless with 6:14 to go here in the first quarter, and right on cue, number, I believe that was 44, Preston Power, right under the hoops, going to get the first points of the game.
A nice post move underneath there.
Because into one of the Tapaha brothers, they kick it down right underneath, goes up hard for the other Tapaha, or for Nick Begay, going to be a long pass down to number 1, Cougar Cook. And he's going to get a breakaway basket, bringing the score 4-0 with 5:49 to go here in the first quarter. Splits 2 defenders, kicks it out to the outside. That's our third 3-point attempt for Strand Bain, but this time he's able to connect. And that brings the score to 3, Holbrook 3, Sholo Cougars 4, 5:32 to go here in the first quarter. Mark Drouet having put a little extra effort to get across the center court line as they put a little full court press. Knocked away. I believe that was knocked away by Strand Bain on that side into Holbrook's hands, and picks up his dribble, gets caught in the air, tries to tip it off to number 34, but it looks like it's going to be tipped away by the Cougars, so it will remain Holbrook ball. A little confusion on where he's going to take it out at. But he will take it out here on the side court. Quickly gets it in to Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith waits till number 5 leaves his feet. That's De La Cruz who comes off the bench for the Cougars. Strandbane. He's shot three-point shots so far in the night. Got 1 out of 3. He's trying to get the hot hand going early. Nice bounce pass into number 34, Nick Begay, right under the hoop.
That was a nice pass by Tyler Tapaha.
Nick Begay puts a move on, makes one defender go by, and then keeps going up all in one motion. Makes it look easier than it is. Brings that to the Holbrook, takes the first lead of the night, but goes quickly down to the 44. It looks like he was going to have an easy bucket. It rolls off the rim into the hands of Nick Begay. He's going to hand it off to Strandbane. Strandbane brings it to the Roadrunner side of the court. Dishes it off to Brandon Tapaha. A little movement around the outside perimeter. They try to get it inside. Got number 30, Tyler Tapaha. He gets caught into scrum, but he's going to be fouled as he tries to get rid of it. And that will be the first foul of the game, and it will be called on Sholo. 4:12 to go here in the first period. Holbrook leading 5-4. And again, our first foul being called on number 5. That is De La Cruz of the Sholo Cougars. Pass inside to Nick Begay. He can't hang on to it, though. Going to be another fast break opportunity for Cook. And this time, sweep off front of the rim, but nobody else is there to pick up the rebound, so he gets his own rebound and puts it back on a second shot effort. Going to get another easy bucket under the hoop.
Every time Sholo gets that rebound, you see Cook is flying up the floor.
Yes, he is. And he's taken it to the bank both times, and here's a third time. He's all by himself once again, and he gets it for a third time in a row. And that's 6 points for Cougar Cook, all on those fast break points, as the Cougars retake the lead 8-5 with 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Back out to number 12. He's going to take a shot. Tapaha is going to go off the front of the rim, but goes in somehow. That high bounce.
A high bounce and a nice kiss off the glass.
We'll take it. Ties that ball game right back up, 8-all. Gets it inside to number 44. Their big man, as he puts it up and off the grass. Power, shows some power.
That's a power post game, and it's hard to stop, really.
Did you know his last name was Power? Did you say that on purpose? Almost gets called for an over and back, ends up throwing it away. Going to be a one-on-one situation. Number 5 makes easy work of it. De La Cruz gets his first bucket of the game and breaks it back open a little bit for Sholo as they take a 4-point lead, 12-8, with 2:44 to go here in the first quarter. Holbrook spends a little time out here on the perimeter. Nice dish pass inside, but quickly back out to number 5 in the corner. His 4th attempt, no good, but a great steal there coming in late. Number 20, Kyle Smith, and he's going to put it back and get 2. So 4 players for the Roadrunners now on the board with 2 3-pointers and 2 field goals.
That's a carry.
Kicks it out to number 11. He can't quite hang on to it. Quickly kicks it out to number 5. He shoots the 3. De La Cruz hits a big 3. That gives him 5 points on the night, taking that score 15-10. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The ball gets a little too high off him, gets a little out of control. 11 Robles tries to come up with it, ends up knocking it out of bounds. And
well, you notice the Sholo, they're forcing the Holbrook offense further and further to the half-court line. They're reducing the amount of floor. Well, Holbrook's got to move. The best way to stop that from happening is you got to get a lot of movement, and it's got to be good floor spacing movement.
Nice dish pass inside to number 34. He goes up hard. Going to get blocked from behind as Nick Begay tries to go for it. Power comes bringing it back. He hands it off to number 23. Henderson can't come up with it. Good save from going out of bounds there is, I believe that was Israel Ramos for the road. No, excuse me. That was Brandon Tapaha. He kicks it into the corner to Bain. He does a nice dribble around the defender that goes airborne. Takes a nice little jump shot to make it 12-15. Bain's been shooting those 3s. He just assumed he was going to shoot it and helped him leave his feet and then dribble right around him.
Yeah, that's pump fake and then get your shot.
Nice moves there as Cook goes spinning into the lane. Can't get the shot, but does draw the foul. Holbrook's first of the ball game. going to be called on number 30, Tyler Tapaha. So each team now has one team foul with 1:08 to go here in the first quarter. First free throw for Cook is up and good. Number 33, Luke Morrow is going to come in and give Preston Power a break for the Cougars. So Cook steps to the line for his second free throw attempt. It is up and good. Makes both of his shots from the free throw line tonight. So Holbrook brings it back. Nice dish inside to Strand Bain. Bain dribbles it out. Kicks back into the corner. Knocked away, but number 30, Tyler Tapaha, able to get his hands back on it. Good defense by the Cougars as they come swarming to the ball. Again, as you talked about, kind of pushing them back. And a three-point attempt for the Roadrunners from Brandon Tapaha, couldn't get the bounce this time. Wasn't quite as friendly as that first three-pointer. Cougars working to set up a play. Pass goes over to Drouet. He's picked up his dribble. A little trouble. There's Cook, the three-point shooter. He likes to shoot it. This time can't get it to fall. Rebound goes down to Nick Begay. Long pass down to Bain, sitting right at the three-point line. He's going to dribble it into Nick Begay. He tosses it. Nice bounce pass into Tyler Tapaha. Takes it up off the boards. Gets an easy bucket. 14-17. Three-point game here with 12 seconds to go here. Looking for a last shot from Sholo. Not sure they know how much time's left on the clock. 7 seconds.
Coach does.
Steal for the Roadrunners there. 3 seconds. They're trying to let him know he doesn't have time. 2 seconds. Got to shoot it. He shoots it up at the last second. Woo. It's going to be no good. I'm not sure they knew what the clock said, but that's all right. That brings us to the end of one with Holbrook trailing 14 to the Sholo Cougars 17. And I missed one of the buckets. I'm not sure who. Do you keep score over there as well?
Let's see.
I missed one of those Holbrook players' buckets, but that's all right. Right now I have Strand Bain with 5 points, Brandon Tapaha with 3, Kyle Smith with 2, and Nick Begay with 2. But our score is 14, and that only adds up to 12. So I apologize. I've missed one of our
Well, we got Nick Begay, Tyler Tapaha, Kyle Smith.
Tyler Tapaha, that's the one I missed.
And then Strand Bain has 5.
Those Tapaha brothers. Again, we'd like to see them get hot like we have seen in the past. A couple games this year, those Tapaha brothers, if they can get shooting.
Yeah, they start to make a difference.
Make a big difference. But, hey, so far in this game, it's been a good contest, 14-17. Noah Brown absence, not really felt early, you know. I mean, I think Noah Brown is a great asset. But it looks like they've been trained well here to pick up, and it's been a clean game.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel like it's like, oh, no, we don't have our players, so we don't know what to do, which sometimes you see when you lose that quarterback of your offense.
Yeah, especially your point guard, because that guy's the heartbeat of the team.
Mm-hmm.
He's an extension of the coach.
Yeah.
You know, he should be able to see, you know, if your man is starting to fatigue and we can run a certain play in that area. That's what the point guard does.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback.
Yeah. Cougars get the ball coming out of the quarter as they had the possession clock pointing their way. Nice dump inside to Power. Power turns hard, can't get it to fall. Rebound goes down to Tyler Tapaha. So they'll bring it back, kick it out to Brandon Tapaha. Sometimes they get these Tapahas mixed up, but we're going to try to keep them straight. Kick over to Kyle Smith. All the way back out to Brandon Tapaha. He dribbles in, kicks it back out. They like that corner. Can't get the shot yet. Long pass over. Number 23, 20, Kyle Smith, able to get a hand on it, knock it down, keep it in bounds. That was a turnover saver right there. Drops it down into Tyler Tapaha. The ball's bouncing around a little bit. He kicks it back out to Tyler Tapaha. A lot of ball movement. He's got the three-point shot in the corner. Big shot. Sam Francisco treats. 17 all. 7:03 to go here in the second quarter. Mark Drouet bringing the ball back across for the Sholo Cougars. Good defense there by San Francisco after he knocked down that big three. Kind of all over the court. They drop it down to Power. Power kicks it back out to Robles. They're going to spend a little bit of time trying to get something set up. Holbrook's good defense inside. There's number 1. Cook comes underneath. He's not able to get the bucket, but he is able to draw the foul. That's going to be the second foul called on Holbrook tonight.
You know, Nick Begay, all he needed to do on that, he couldn't stop the cut, but he saw where the cut was going.
Yeah.
Go to where the cut goes, and you make the offensive guy avoid you. See, so he waited till he cut, then he went to him. He should know at that angle on the baseline, there's only so many places you could be going down there. So anticipate that, cut him off. He's out of control.
For sure.
But he got him from behind.
But he got him from behind. And they're going to get the foul on that every time as Cook makes his first and second free throw. So he's perfect on the night from the line, 4 of 4 for Cougar Cook. Cougar Cook, I mean, he's the coach's boy, but he's also got the name Cougar. He must be a Show Low native, right? They named you after the mascot?
I guess so.
Show Low Cougars. I love it. Love the small town atmosphere when the sports just literally run through your veins, quite like that. Kick out to the far side. We've got a man in the corner looking for 3.
Boom.
It was good, but it didn't even make the basket, hardly even move.
Hey, the net was already already up like that, and he shot it through, and it didn't even move.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've never seen that either.
It didn't even move. But it clearly went in. It was good. So a good three-pointer there by Tyler Tapaha sitting in the corner. You have to rewind that one. If you're watching on YouTube, rewind that back.
Well,
That's pretty cool.
It was still like that from San Francisco's
Tapaha to San Francisco.
travel.
He got hit hard.
Yeah.
San Francisco got hit hard. They did call it travel too, but he got hit hard at the end of it. But this looks like the travel happened first. Got a little too fast for them right there.
Yeah.
Try to get the hand in De La Cruz's hand. They want De La Cruz to bring it across for him. And De La Cruz doing some fancy footwork, but he ended up carrying it. Yeah, got a little too fancy.
Well, I saw him do it earlier. You heard me say that's a carry.
He did call it.
Yep, I said that's a carry. He did it once before, and he did it again.
Apparently our officials heard you the first time, too. We'll let him know. We know who that was. We won't call him out, publicly yet. We'll see. See how he does later. we had his boy up in the booth with us a couple weeks ago who does the announcing.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice bounce pass inside. Tapaha. Tyler Tapaha, another 2, going to force Sholo to call a timeout as Holbrook comes pulling away with a good 22-19 lead. 5:40 to go here in the second period. We got quite the contest on our hand tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fun one. I know that these two teams have met once before this season. Holbrook did come away with a win earlier this season at Sholo. There was a 72-41 Holbrook win. And that's just not typical for Sholo. Their record is better than that score shows. They're 18-7.
Yeah, and
on
the date
season.
on that was that December 10th.
Yeah, way back in December.
Oh, so it's early season.
That's right. So Sholo's had this one circled. They wanted this rematch tonight, and they've showed up tonight. It's been a good contest. I love that it's so clean. 2 fouls to Holbrook, 1 foul to Sholo. Good clean contest. Good shooters out there.
But it's up
tonight.
and down for being as clean as it is.
Yeah.
And bodies are flying. We just saw that.
We did see that.
So. Hey.
He traveled first, though.
He traveled first.
They get that in pass into Robles. He'll kick it back again. They get that back into the hands of De La Cruz as he brings it across half court. Make sure he doesn't. And there's the steal for number 20, Kyle Smith. They bring it back. He's going to have to slow it down as Sholo's quickly back to defend. They drop it down into the corner. Nothing happening for Tapaha. Kicks it back out to the other Tapaha. Tapaha puts his head down, gets inside, quickly kicks it back out. They drop it down to Nick Begay. Nick Begay goes hard to the hoop.
That's good. Draw those fouls.
He drew a nice foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Doesn't get the basket, but he does draw the foul. Again, we saw some great shooting in the warm-ups before this game. We also saw, some dunking maybe. No, but, but we did see some great shooting.
Kyle and I were out dunking before the game started.
Oh, Nick Begay comes up short, or a little long, I guess. Bounces hard off the rim, and he's going to miss his first of 2 shots. I threw down the jinx talking about how good they shot before the game. His second one is no good either. Rebound down to Carlos Robles. So Nick Begay 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. De La Cruz puts the move on, drives hard, but he's gonna charge him. Way to get his foot planted. Nick Begay gets his feet down and takes the charge. So Holbrook will get the ball out. They'll get the ball from under their own hoop. Quickly into Brandon Tapaha. Both Tapaha brothers on the court at the same time. Let's see him get hot, as we've mentioned. Kicks it out to Kyle Smith. Smith going to dribble around for a second, see if he can get a play set up. Drops it down into the quarter to Brandon Tapaha. He turns, got an open lane, goes up hard. Nice, smooth kiss off the glass for Brandon Tapaha as he gets 2 points.
It's almost like he lulled the defense to sleep.
And then boom.
And he just went to the basket.
Turned those afterburners on, found that gap and shot it. Cougars find a man underneath. They bounce it down into Powers. Powers, nice power move, turns around and gets another bucket. That's 6 points for Power, all coming underneath the basket. Quickly gets it down, makes one man miss, puts down the dribble, though, to dribble out of the corner. Gets it to Brandon Topaha, finds his brother, Tyler Topaha. This time he won't shoot. Almost gets caught with the dribble, kicks it out to number 22, looking for a long three.
Oh, off the glass.
San Francisco, his second three-pointer. This time, I don't know if he called glass. Someone did in the crowd. I heard him call glass.
Hey, but guess what? The scoreboard called glass.
It did. It did. 27-21. Holbrook takes a lead. 30 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Holbrook trying to call in a defense. Coach letting him know he wants to see something different. Number 2 shoots a three. He can't get his to fall either. They'll rebound out. Scrum for the ball there. It looks like Holbrook and Sholo both managed to get their hands on it. And it will be a jump ball possession Holbrook.
Nick McGay is fighting down there for those rebounds.
Love to see that.
He's not giving up on that rebound.
He's not. 3:28 to go. Holbrook gets it after the jump ball. Brandon Topaha brings it across center court. Dribbles down into the corner. He's going to fake the handoff. Keeps it. Puts a little move on. Hands it off to Nick McGay underneath. Nick McGay comes up with a rare miss.
The Topaha, easy bucket there.
Good defender there. I was going to say he didn't get his feet set. They're going to call it.
Well, he got his feet set, but he just started leaning backwards.
You're still nervous, though.
You can't start leaning backwards. The referee's just going to look at you and go, did that hurt?
The feet are only part of it, huh?
Yeah, but he started moving. Any movement. Once you set, you got to be still set. But he was anticipating the contact. He's leaning backwards.
Andre Henderson goes to the line as he draws that charge, and he gets his first of 2 shots. Second one, no good. Good rebound there. Nick McGay, as we talked about, he's fighting hard for those rebounds under there tonight. And he comes up with another big one. So they pass it off to Brandon Topaha. Looks like the offense running through Brandon here early in this game. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. We're going to have a push. Ooh, for a second there. I wasn't sure what they were going to call. Kyle Smith draws a push.
It's a hand check.
Yeah, it looks like number 5, De La Cruz, not happy about it, but that's his third foul here in this game. So he'll go take a seat, and they'll bring on Mark Drouet, one of their starters, back in. Oh, you better be careful. He just turned and said something to the ref, too. You got to be careful of that one. You're not going to want to get caught there.
Yeah.
You've already got 3.
And this group of refs won't take it.
They will not.
Yeah.
Brandon Topaha, nice, as he drives the baseline, gets it up for an easy layup, bringing the score to 29-22. That's Brandon Topaha's third bucket of the night. Mark Drouet putting the spin move. Tries to get it over to Cook. Gets it back out to Brewer. Into
Nice
Power.
post move.
Power's got a great move tonight. He's got 6 points. Again, he's showing that. He's making that haircut proud tonight. Showing that power. If you can play like this, you can have that haircut.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you.
Yeah.
Kyle Smith with the ball for the Roadrunners. He drives lane, kicks it back out to Brandon Topaha. Topaha shoots the 3. It's good. Brandon Topaha. His second three-pointer of the night. 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Taking a big, commanding 8-point lead, 32-24. Long 3 for Cook as he tries to answer back. Can't get it to fall. Rebound down to Brandon Topaha. We mentioned early, Cook likes to shoot the 3. Can't get him to fall early. Topaha comes back with another 3.
That's just a walk-up.
That one was a deep 3. He was shooting at least from college 3 level there. Maybe not NBA quite. But it was a deep 3, and back-to-back 3s for Brandon Topaha, taking this score 35-24 with 1:28 to go here in the first half. 20 going for the steal. Kyle Smith can't get his hands on it. Number 2 drives the lane.
Whoa.
Nash Brewer makes a move, goes hard to the hoop, gets the bucket, and draws the foul as he'll take a step to the line. Brewer, he's one of those kids I was watching in pregame. He was a solid shooter. See what he does as he steps to the free throw line.
He didn't undercut him.
That will be the first foul on Nick Begay.
I don't think Coach Johnson was too happy about that call.
He wasn't happy.
Well, the best thing you can do when you're not happy with a call with an official is ask them, explain to me what you saw.
Yeah, just explain it. I'm not mad. Just explain it. Nick McGay goes up, gets a good rebound, draws a foul on the rebound even. That's going to be the first foul called on Preston Power of the Cougars, though. It is away from the any kind of real action, and so they'll just take it out from underneath the hoop. Brandon Tapaha coming back from those 2 big three-pointers. See what he does on this third trip down to their side of the hoop. Quick pass off. Beautiful move there.
Beautiful.
Nick Begay. Great assist from Tapaha to Begay. Gets those 2 points right under the hoop. 37-26. Just under a minute to go here in the first half. Sholo trying to put some energy into their step, it looks like. And he absolutely did travel on that.
He drug his foot down. You see that drag?
He tried to stop and didn't get stopped.
Yeah, that
he kept
toe
going.
drag.
He wanted to stop. He just couldn't quite
stop.
I get that. I have a hard time stopping now, too. 37-26. Holbrook coming back with 37 seconds to go here in the first half. Probably looking to take that last shot. There's a lot of pressure on him, though. He's going to be wide open in the corner. 22. He takes it. He's got it. San Francisco Treat. That's his third three-pointer of the night. And the Holbrooks got hot from the three-point line, and a little miscommunication there for the Cougars as they turn to press it to Power, but too high. Gets a finger on it, but can't hold on to it.
18.6. You want to go into the locker room with a bucket.
40-26. 14 seconds. They're going to get the last shot, it looks like, for Holbrook. Toss into the corner. Kicks it back out. Brandon Tapaha turns the drive, kicks it out to number 20. Got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last shot's going to be no good, but that will take us to the halftime with the Holbrook on a great run there to close out the second quarter. They take a commanding 40-26 lead over the Sholo Cougars. And with that, we'll take a break as well for this halftime entertainment brought to you by the Holbrook High School Fusion. Hopefully the mic will be on. You can listen in a little bit. But in about 10 minutes, we'll bring back the final of our Holbrook Roadrunner basketball game. Welcome back to Tony Munoz Gym as we come live to you from Budenholzer Court as we get ready to bring you some second half action of this Holbrook Roadrunners versus this Sholo Cougar basketball. It was a fun first half. The first quarter was pretty tight.
Yep.
That second quarter, though, Holbrook got hot. They got the hot hand, started knocking down some big three shots.
They got the hot hand, and I don't see anything that they did different other than, just knocking down those shots.
Shots started to hit.
Those shots start falling, and that makes teams nervous, too, because all of a sudden you say to yourself, man, they're not missing.
They can hit everything. Well, I think it was when Tyler Topaha made it and the net didn't even move.
Yeah. Well, that was from San Francisco.
Oh, that was San Francisco. You're right.
No. San Francisco had shot the ball.
Oh,
the officials didn't fix the net. Then Tyler shot it from the corner, and it went through and didn't disturb the net.
It was one of the craziest shots I've ever seen.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It looked like it went in, but the net didn't move, and I was waiting for the call from the official, and sure enough, it did go in. Here we go. Second half action, though, as the Cougars get the ball to start the second half with the possession clock pointing their way. 7:55 to go here in the third period. Ball in the hands of Andre Henderson. He's hit one free throw bucket so far on the night. Number 11 turns and gets a good shot up. Can't quite get it to fall. Going to be fighting over it under the hoop, but it looks like two Sholo Cougars fighting over it more than the Roadrunners in there. But he does able to come up with it. Kicks it back out to Cougar Cook as he tries to make a move, steps back, passes the ball off to Nash Brewer. Brewer looks at the three-point shot, decides against it. Drops it in to Carlos Robles. He's looking for a way to get it to Cook. Steps back, takes a look at the three-pointer. They're looking at that three-pointer. They want to shoot it.
They're looking at it, but Holbrook, that defense is on them so quick they can't really get shot ready.
It's almost like they're looking at that three-point before they're looking to go in. And he's throwing that shoulder pretty hard as he goes in. And he's able to get the ball to bounce back into his own hands. Kicks out to Cook. He's taking to shoot another three. It's going to be off the mark. And the Roadrunners are able to come down with it. Rebound, Brandon Topaha. And Brandon Topaha has a great night so far. He's got three three-pointers on the night. Almost turns it over there, but great job by Holbrook getting on the ball. And even better job, number 34, Nick Begay, converting that one for two.
The ball got slapped out of somebody's hands. I think out of San Francisco's hands, and then Nick Begay picked it up.
And he turned it into a nice, easy layup under the hoop. Shouldn't say easy. There was nothing easy about it, but it made it look easy. Drops it into number 11. He turns and takes a shot. Goes hard over the basket. Rebound down into the hands of number 30, Tyler Topaha. Dishes it off to Brandon Topaha. Picks up his dribble. Has to give it back. Nice bounce pass in, but the defense closes in quick. They kick the ball back out. Topaha to Topaha. Back out to number 20 in the corner. Can't get it to fall this time for Kyle Smith, but a great steal there. And Tyler Topaha somehow manages to come up with it and gets it in for an easy bucket under the hoop. So Holbrook strikes first coming out of the half, 44-26. 5:50 to go here in the third quarter as De La Cruz comes to the scorer's clock looking to get into the game. 23 turns to shoot, can't get it to fall, but rebound out to Powers. Powers can't get it to fall. And we talked about Holbrook got hot. Sholo seems to be the opposite right now, just can't get them to fall. They're sitting right around the rim. But if they can get those to start falling, they do get the shots on goal. Topaha pulls up his dribble. Nice pass off. 22 in the corner. Off the back of the rim this time for San Francisco. Can't get it to fall. Number 2 takes it hard. Brewer. Nice move by Nash Brewers. He goes hard and then makes it just enough of a pullback to get the easy bucket.
He sidestepped the defender, which was good.
And our clocks went down. Something happened to the clocks, and they're back up. Good catch there by our very own superintendent, Dr. Corporate. Lets the officials know, wait a second, we got a problem with the clocks. Looks like a cord came disconnected or something, but they got it back in.
That stuff is very sensitive. One night we were here, I think while you were gone, and Mr. Yazzi's popcorn was leaning on a cord.
Oh, no.
And the clocks went out, and we couldn't figure out what's wrong. And he picks his popcorn up to eat it, and the clocks come back on.
And the scorers are going to take a look. They're going to make sure. Oh, the fouls. I don't know what they're checking, but looks like everything came back up. But they're going to check their scorer books, make sure they agree, I guess, before we get back underway. The officials are going to talk about it as well. 5:29 to go here in the third period. Holbrook leading 44-28. So far, no fouls on either team to start this second half of action. I'm going to talk to the coach about it. And they do make a substitution. Number 0, Mark Drouet, comes in for Nash Brewer, letting Nash Brewer take a rest. He's had a good game coming off the bench for Nash Brewer, as he's got 4 points on the game so far. Number 20, Kyle Smith, looking to come into the game for the Roadrunners. A lot of discussion after a clock going down. I'm not exactly sure what's making this so hard to get started again. But we'll let them sort it out. That's why they
like
make the
one
big
of those
bucks.
atomic clocks. Everybody got that. Turn the key at the same time.
Everybody check it. Excuse me, that wasn't Kyle Smith waiting to come inbounds. He was taking the ball inbounds. He drops it into Brandon Tapaha. Tapaha takes it quickly to the far side of the court, and they give it back to him. Gives it back to his brother, Tyler Tapaha. Tapaha to Tapaha. Back and forth, Tapahas.
They're trying to get a layup off the baseline.
Nice quick ball passes. Number 30, Tapaha takes his shot at a three-pointer. Can't get it to fall, but it is go off of number 23, Andre Henderson, and so it will remain Holbrook ball. Brings us to 5:04 to go here in the third period. Deep pass coming out. Got number 22 in the corner, or 12, excuse me, Tapaha. As he kicks it out to number 20, makes a man come up. Ooh, if he would have stayed there, he could have drawn a foul.
We could have pulled the jumper.
Cook left his feet. He was going to land on him, but he bounced around him. If he would have just stayed there, he could have just easily drawn a foul on that one, but I guess you don't want to get hit either. Now under 5 minutes to go. Cougar Cook comes quickly across center court, almost loses control of the ball, but is able to hang on to it. Dumps it off to De La Cruz. De La Cruz to Power. Power turns, kicks it back to De La Cruz. He's going to take the shot. It's going to be an air ball. Lands in the hands of Brandon Tapaha as he quickly kicks it up to number 22. Off the glass a little hard for San Francisco, but there's number 30, Tyler Tapaha, to intercept that pass. Back into San Francisco.
He got an opportunity to redeem himself.
That's right.
Because I can tell you, Coach Johnson would not going to be happy with you.
Not after that one. He gets the second one. I just saw a coach, he gave him a knuckles. All right, man, you got your second chance points. 46-28 is going to force Sholo to take a timeout. As, again, probably not the start Sholo was hoping coming out of the second half, as they're going to have to try to storm a pretty good comeback as they trail almost 20 points, just 18-point trailing. So if you're the Roadrunners, how do you feel going into this right now? You feel confident, comfortable, or do you keep the foot on the pedal?
Keep the foot on the gas.
Never like to see a team
with a
pull
team
up.
that's streaky and their size, right, and their athletic ability, you keep your foot on the gas. I'd say at least till a couple minutes to go.
At least,
you know,
it could change awful fast.
Yeah, look how fast it changed for Sholo.
Girls game, right? And the girls game before was about this time where it turned for Holbrook's favor. Right. They weren't trailing by quite as much, but got something on the court. Glasses fell off the court, right? Hey, we need a San Francisco to keep those glasses. If he's going to be such a sharpshooter, you got to keep those glasses on.
And that's a cause that you don't even want to waste time with. When I was coaching, I went out and bought 15 sets of those glasses holders.
Those go around the back of your head?
Yeah, kids would never use them.
Who was the Suns player back in the day that had we talked about him forever. The big glasses guy, the Sun, you know who I'm talking about? Hornacek? Oh, man, you know who I'm talking about. He was famous for his glasses back in the 80s, 90s. Suns player.
Oh! Now
I'm gonna have to Google it, but
dang it.
You have a foul called against Sholo. First foul of the second half will be a turnover to Holbrook. Holbrook looking to make something happen. Got San Francisco in the corner again. This time he's airballs it, but good rebound there for Holbrook. Kicks it back to Nick Begay.
The shot got deflected by Preston Powell.
Oh, there you go. That makes more sense because he did go behind the basket.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad.
He didn't miss that bad. He did get his glasses back on. De La Cruz kicks it back out to the perimeter and comes quickly back to De La Cruz. He pushes off a little bit trying to set up, but he's going to get it back. Long pass. De La Cruz behind the back. De La Cruz likes to be a mover and a shaker. He's very active with that ball at the body. He got called a couple times for that carry. Well, he got called once for the carry. Carried a couple times. Whew, we saw the scoreboard flash there for a second, but he's going to get a foul called in his favor. The second foul for San Francisco. And De La Cruz hits his first of 2 free throws. Cutting that score back to 19-point lead for Holbrook. 3:24 to go here in the third period. So they're going to let 23, Andre Henderson, take a break. And his second shot is up and good as well. And looks like Morrow going to come in and give Preston Power a breather. Quick inbounds pass to Brandon Tapaha for the Roadrunners as they bring it across midcourt. Splits the defenders. Nice bounce pass into 34, back out. Hey, we got a man of the shooter in the corner, number 20 this time. Kyle Smith takes his turn at a three-pointer. That's 5 Roadrunners tonight, all knocking down three-pointers for the Roadrunners. Good pressure Tapaha's putting on as he forces him to work hard to bring it across the midcourt line. He can't get it to fall again. The Cougars just struggling to get the ball to fall for him tonight as Morrow gets a second effort shot but can't get it either. So Holbrook leading 51-30 with just under 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Brandon Tapaha going to direct traffic as he comes across the midcourt line. Going to go ahead and slow the pace down just a little bit as Holbrook has control of the game. Spend some time playing around
Holbrook
on the
has the pace, but what Cholo needs to do is get up on him, try to change the pace.
That's how Holbrook do earlier in the
that's
game.
what Holbrook did. They got up on you and sped you up.
There we go. The patience paid off for Cougars. They're able to come with a steal, but almost an errant pass. Almost lands in the hands of the Roadrunners. De La Cruz takes a shot at a three, can't get it to fall, but there's Charles Robles for the rebound. Kicks it out to Cougar. Drops it into number 33. Quickly back out to De La Cruz, looking for a long three off the front of the rim. Rebound down to Nick Begay. So under 2 minutes to go. And there we go. Brandon Tapaha takes a shot. This time not able to get it fall. He's got 3 3-pointers on the night, but this one was just not his. And it will be a rebound down to the Sholo Cougars. Drouet putting some moves on the Roadrunners. Kicks it back out to Cougar Cook. Cougar Cook finally gets one of his 3-pointers to fall tonight. His first 3-pointer of the night. 1:33 to go here in the third period. Holbrook leading 51-33. Only 1 foul per team.
Yeah, that's real clean game. Lots of action, but still clean.
I like it. It makes the tempo go pretty well, too. You're not spending too much time at the free throw line, but Coach going to call a timeout. He wants to talk about something for Coach Delmar Johnson. 1 minute, 18 seconds to go here in the third period. We're going to have a timeout. Holbrook leading 51 to Sholo 33. Again, been a great contest. It feels like the game is closer than the score even shows on the scoreboard in a lot of ways.
Because there's a lot of action, and Sholo is still playing hard right now. They're just not getting any shots to fall.
Yeah. They're getting a lot of shots. They're just not falling for them. But I'm sure they're no quit left in them either as they talk about it at this timeout. They get ready to come back to the court. Again, while we have a little break in the action, we do want to give a quick shout out to we get our quick shout out to the broadcast team here at Holbrook High School. This is a student-run production here as the Holbrook Roadrunners have recently, in the last couple of years, started a broadcast club, and under the direction of Mike Burks, they just have been doing an incredible job bringing these games, football, basketball, volleyball, so many different games from anywhere. You can watch anywhere in the world. I think it's a pretty amazing feat they pulled off. So there's under the hoop. Tyler Tapaha goes up hard. He's going to be hacked and get sent to the line to shoot 2. Must be a slow night at the concessions tonight as the concession girls are out wandering around trying to sell out in the stands. Got to get your popcorn. It feels like a baseball game situation now. Kind of like it. Kind of fun.
Money.
Tyler Tapaha gets the Tyler Tapaha brothers correct. Knocks down his first of 2 as he steps to the line for his second shot. His second shot is up and good. He gets both of his free throws, bringing that score back to a 20-point lead, 53-33. And Holbrook still continue to put that pressure on, but De La Cruz showing some of his
That's an offensive foul there.
And they're going to call it.
He was pushing the defender.
He was on him. He wanted a little space.
He's so much stronger than Tapaha. He's just like nudging him away.
Yeah, get away from me, man. When he's able to draw the foul, they're going to call that one on number 5, Strand Bain. And they're going to send number 5, De La Cruz, to the line. He's hit 2 of 2 so far from the line, and going to miss the first of those, though. So that'll make him 2 of 3 so far from the free throw line tonight. Just under a minute to go here. 54.9 seconds left here in the third period. De La Cruz second shot is up, and it is no good as well. Rebound bounces around for a second. Finally going to be brought down by Tyler Tapaha. Kicks it out to his brother, Brandon Tapaha. Puts a little move coming across the midcourt line. Picks up his dribble. Got to get rid of it. Finds Strand Bain. Bain drops it back off to Kyle Smith. Nice move inside. There's Strand Bain with the ball. He dribbles in, kicks it back out to Tapaha.
They'll get that shot again.
Good move by Tapaha. Nice, easy dump out pass. Nice jump shot for number 30, Tyler Tapaha. Couldn't get it to fall this time, but it was a good play. I like it. Keep it in the arsenal. Pull that one out again. It's going to work. We are going to get a foul. Or I'm not sure who they called it on. Looks like they're going to call it on Tyler Tapaha, maybe. Right under the hoop. Yep, Tyler Tapaha is going to get called for that one. That'll be the third team foul for the Roadrunners, and the second foul on Tyler Tapaha. It was away from the shot, so they will just take it from the baseline. Nice bounce pass into Preston Power. Again, Preston Power having a solid night underneath. That's his 10th point of the night, and most of those, if not all, coming from right underneath the hoop. Brandon Tapaha puts a move, finds a man right underneath. Number 15, that's Israel Ramos coming off the bench. Can't get it to fall. Long shot for the Cougars, and no good there. That will bring us to the end of 3, with the Roadrunners leading 53 to the Show Low Cougars 35. Straight from Tony Munoz Gym and Mike Budenholzer Court. I guess it's not Mike Budenholzer Court. It's all the Budenholzers,
all
right?
the Budenholzers.
Those tuning in might not know, Budenholzer, Mike Budenholzer, who is a NBA championship coach and a Coach of the Year coach, played basketball right here in Holbrook, Arizona. Not on this court, though, right?
Yeah.
Was he before this court or on this court?
He played on this court.
He played on this exact court. So Mike Budenholzer, you can see, we were torn here in Holbrook last year, right? We had our sons against our hometown hero, you might call him, and it was a win-win. You can call it either a win-win for the Holbrook natives or a win-lose. I don't know what you want to call it. The Suns lost, but the hometown hero, he gets a championship.
They get the win. Well, it's you break even.
There you go. Call it a break even.
Break even.
But maybe many people might not know. So Mike Budenholzer, the coach, he's the world famous one now. But his dad is where it really all started. He was a coach here at Holbrook High School.
I played for him.
You played for Coach Budenholzer. Look at that. And
Coach Budenholzer and the namesake for this gym, Tony Munoz. So great heritage of basketball, and Munoz, not just basketball, but wrestling as well, right? Mm-hmm. Some great heritage history of sports right here at Holbrook High School. So coming out of the quarter break, the Roadrunners get the possession clock as they try to make something happen right here at the first possession of the fourth period. Again, spending some time out there on the perimeter. They don't mind spending some clock right now. Keep that ball moving. Cholo trying to put a little bit of pressure on the backcourt. And Brandon Tapaha having to dribble out of it. Nice bounce pass into number 34. Good move by Nick Begay, but it's going to bounce a little hard. But a rebound there by Tapaha. Gets it back to Begay, but Begay gets it knocked away there at the last second. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth period. Cholo comes back. Spin move there by Cougar Cook. And we're going to get a foul called on Cholo. I'm not sure exactly what he called. I don't know what he called.
It had to be an away from the ball foul. Not a lot going on there, but Holbrook will take it.
It had to be away from the ball. I think that was called on Henderson because Henderson is banging his guy inside.
Yeah, that might have been what it was. So handoff there to number 12, back to Brandon Tapaha. Again, Holbrook done a great job. We're nervous coming in tonight, knowing Noah Brown not on the court. Again, being your quarterback, your point guard, and knowing that he's been such a stellar athlete this season. But Holbrook rising to the occasion. Brandon Tapaha definitely taking a good leadership role there, leading this offense tonight. And a great steal there for number 20, Kyle Smith. And he's going to kick it back out here to the other Tapaha brother, Tyler Tapaha. And again, great job there by Brandon Tapaha tonight. I couldn't be more proud of him leading this offense tonight.
Look at that sharing of the ball. That was 3 short passes. All 3 of those passes couldn't have been longer than 3 feet put together.
Combined. Love that. And it finished with a Tyler Tapaha bucket. De La Cruz takes it back to the other end of the court all by himself. Can't get it to fall, but it will go out of bounds off Holbrook's hand. So Holbrook retains that 20-point lead, 55-35. 6:06 to go here in the ballgame. with Sholo going to take it out from underneath their own hoop. Kyler Cook doing the honors of the takeout. They're going to give De La Cruz a break. Going to have him sit. Brandon Topham goes for the steal. Can't quite get the ball, but he forces 23, Andre Henderson, to knock it out of bounds. So Wilkie Holbrook ball. And number 5, Strand Bain knocks it in to Brandon Topaha. Tries to set the pick. And Brandon Topaha falls down, but still tries to throw it, but didn't get rid of it in time. According to the official, they're going to call him for a travel as he falls down on that one. He did everything he could to try to get rid of it.
Yeah, he got himself all tangled up.
But I mean, heads-up play. He knew if he didn't get rid of it, that was going either way it was going to be ending in a turnover. So try to make something happen there.
That's a walk.
Definitely.
That's a walk.
Travel there called on Preston Power. That works in the Euro leagues, right?
Yeah. I don't know if that would work because he took 2 steps forward and 1 backward.
Usually that's a good thing, 2 steps forward and 1 back.
Well, that's what Coach Perkins told me when he didn't have a full roster. He said, well, I got some girls back, then I lost a couple girls.
There you go. In COVID times, that's a win. And drop it in to Brandon Topaha as he brings the charge for the Roadrunners. Holbrook, getting kind of late in the season. They got a pretty good win, but leaving a lot of their starters in, you have to start thinking they're probably getting ready for playoff time. You gotta develop the what's the word I'm looking for? Just the stamina to play a full game.
Well, yeah, playoff stamina.
That's right. Number 5, Strand Bain hits his second big 3 of the night, sitting in the corner. Cougar Cook, he brings it down by himself this time. Going to pull up the dribble, hand it off to Dalton Chawinski, coming off the bench for the Cougars. We've got some hand fighting going under the hoop, though. It's number 33 trying to get Luke Morrow trying to fight for position. But Nick Begay doing a good job standing his ground. But a good spin move and turn there from Andre Henderson to get 2. I believe that was Andre Henderson. I looked down for a second. But I was announcing the game last week, and somebody said, are we watching the same game? And I don't know. Maybe not. Number 5 in the corner from the other side. This time he couldn't get it to fall. But rebound down to Holbrook. A little bouncing around in the corner. 2 defenders got taken out of the play, but Henderson brings it down, kicks it out to Cook. Cook holds up, lets 1 defender fly by, but still misses that 3-point shot. This time he decides to drop it off to number 13, Chawinski. And Chawinski misses, but Morrow comes up with the rebound. Kick out to Drouet, who takes a shot, can't get it to follow. That's been the story of the night for the Cougars.
That's been the story of the night, man. It's not like they're not getting the looks.
They just can't get him to fall. Number 5 picks up his dribble, almost travels, so he almost drags that foot. They got a wide open shot here for number 23. Andre Henderson gets away from the pack, and breakaway for a second. I thought he was going to try to dunk it. We all got a little, whoa, is this the kid? Is this the kid that can do it? But he was smart about it and took his nice, more guaranteed of a shot and got the points. And timeout Holbrook with 3:44 to go here in the ballgame, leading Holbrook 58 to Cougars 39. Right now we're sitting at 3 team fouls for Holbrook and 2 team fouls for the Cougars. So, again, late in the game and a really clean foul. I'd say it's pretty clean. Sometimes you'd be like, no.
It's pretty clean, but we've seen some people hit the floor, so we don't see a lot of clean play. But there's been no whistle on it. So
they just letting them play?
They're just letting them play.
Both sides, though. It's been pretty even. So 3:44 to go here in the ball game. Holbrook with a commanding lead, but again, Holbrook leaving in a majority of their. I don't know if you'd even say most of their starters, but a good chunk of starters in here. Again, probably at this point we only have 1 more home game left after tonight. Friday night will be the final home game. Anticipating, hopefully, maybe we'd love a home playoff game, but we can't predict that yet. But so we're starting to get ready for a playoff action, and we want to get in shape for that. Lots of ball movement for Holbrook. Nice dribble through for Brandon Topaha again. He's got good ball handling skills. It's not the most flashy, but it's consistent.
No. Is it just fundamental?
Just fundamental. I'd rather have that every time, right? Long pass across over here to Topaha. Quickly dumps it down to Nick Begay. Again, Holbrook intentionally keeping that ball away from the hoop. They're making Sholo have to come away from underneath the hoop to defend him.
Yep.
And then these long passes to the open to the open player. But Holbrook just content with running this clock as they're successfully doing that, as they run it under 3 minutes.
Well, they're just looking for that layup in the key.
And Tyler Tapaha is going to finally hang on to it just a little too long, long enough for Sholo to put a hand on him and draw a foul. But at this point in the game, it doesn't even cause a turnover because that's only the 3rd team foul for the Sholo Cougars. So Holbrook retains possession. They drop it into the corner. Going to almost turn over there. Going to be knocked away by Cougar Cook. Sometimes that's bad. You're like, I had such good defense, but I want the ball too. So here we go. Inbounds there for the Roadrunners. Kicks it back to Tapaha. Officially, under 2 minutes and 30. So Holbrook's been able to run almost a minute and a half off the clock just in this back half of the court, their front court. There's that ball work again. Looks like no intention of going to the hoop. As 34, Nick McGay hangs on a little long. He's going to draw a foul.
No, he's hanging on a little bit too long.
Yeah.
He's waiting for the defender. You can hear their feet. Boom, 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 boom. As you hear that coming towards you, get rid of the ball.
Let it go.
Make all their energy wasted.
He's gonna draw the foul from Cougar Cook. So Cougars are trying to put the fouls on, trying to get to that free throw. You get a better chance of getting the ball back if they have to shoot a free throw, right?
Yeah,
Either they make it and you get it, or you get a rebound and you get it. But when weren't in too much of a foul trouble, it's hard to get the ball back even by fouling.
And Holbrook's a good free throw shooting team. So who do you decide now? Now they've gone ahead and they fouled Brandon.
Who do you put it in the hands of?
Let's see.
We're going to talk about this one for a second. They did call a foul, but a little talk about it. I'm not sure what they called. And that's going to be 16 foul. They never actually put it on anybody. Maybe they just inadvertent whistle. Maybe, I don't know. That one was definitely a foul. That one on Cougar Cook. Cougar Cook's been doing most of the fouling, though. He's going to have to be careful. That's his 3rd foul, all right here in the last 30 seconds or so. So that does put it into the bonus. So now number 20, great shooter Kyle Smith, steps to the free throw line as he's going to get the first 1-and-1 experience.
Well, see, this is what I mean. Holbrook is a good free throw shooting team, so it's a good tactic to go to. It's like number 1 as a tactic.
Yeah. What else are you going to do at this point?
It's a good free throw shooting team. It's like, oh.
I think Holbrook appreciates it too. They don't mind getting some free throw in-game free throw opportunities. It's good practice for them right now. So there we go. Kyle Smith steps to the free throw line. I believe this is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Again, not a lot of fouls, not a lot of trips for anybody to the free throw line tonight. And he does miss his first one, but number 12, Brandon Tapa, almost comes away with it. Maybe they knew something we
didn't know there,
yeah. And Holbrook comes away with the steal. 2 minutes to go as they try to dribble away. Number 23, this time Henderson, he's going to get called for that foul. This time I believe it's on Brandon Tapaha. It's going to send him to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Right at 2 minutes to go here left in this ball game. Again, thanks for tuning in with us tonight. We kind of are wrapping it up at this point with a pretty commanding lead for the Roadrunners, 19-point lead at this point. But we do want to thank you for tuning in with us. We do have one last game for sure that we'll bring you this Friday night.
Friday night.
We're excited to bring that. It'll be senior night because it will be the last home game. And again, shout out to Mike Burks and his team for bringing this broadcast. Thanks for being patient with us as we enjoy calling the games for you tonight. But I know that, some people, I've watched enough announcers to go like, what is that guy talking about? And I'm sure we got a few of those tonight. But that's part of the fun of it, right? I like to be the...
Yeah.
And his second one is good. So there you go, Brandon Tapaha, 2 for 2.
Well, you don't want to foul Brandon.
And the Cougars just getting ahead of themselves at this point. I don't know if that's kind of getting tired at this point, but they just throw the ball away out of the inbounds. And so with 2 minutes to go, Holbrook gets both free throws and the ball right back. Brandon Tapaha draws the short stick. He's going to take it out from underneath the hoop this time. Quick inbounds right under the hoop for Tyler Tapaha, but can't get the bounce. But again, comes up with the steal. Again, Holbrook just not quitting as they keep that full court pressure on, making Sholo work to bring it across center court. And he trips up and just throws the ball right into Tyler Tapaha's hand. That looks like tired.
Yeah, that's a little bit of fatigue when your feet aren't even coming up when you're trying to run.
It's been a long game for both these teams, working hard. Again, there's not been the free throws to slow it down, to give you the breaks.
See, now Delmar's got them doing what I was talking about, Kyle. See, as soon as they come to you, get rid of it.
Then throw it.
Yeah.
Minute 23 to go. Keeping that ball moving as they come up. Nice dump pass off. He's on him. There's the foul. And that foul this time is going to be on number 34, which is Nick Begay. And I believe, if my stats are correct, he's 0 for 2 from the line. So that's the guy you want to foul.
And that's the guy
tonight.
you want to foul right there, too.
1:16 to go. Holbrook leading 60-39. And that is the 9th team foul for the Show Low Cougars. So the next one is guaranteed 2 shots. All right, but Nick Begay says, hey, I may have missed my first 2, but I've been practicing my free throws too. So he gets his first of 2. He'll get a second shot. Second one is up, and it is no good. Bounces off the rim. Rebound goes out to Charles Cooley coming off the bench for the Cougars. Drops it off to Cruz, back in the game for the Cougars as well. Putting those moves on. He loves to dribble that ball. He loves to be the fancy footwork. And drops it off to Cougar Cook. He drives in, nice little jump shot. Cougar Cook able to get it to fall. Holbrook having a little bit tough time bringing it in. Sholo brings up that defense all the way down. Nice drop off to Tyler Tapaha, as he'll send the pass across midcourt. All the way back across to Brandon Tapaha. 44 seconds to go. Holbrook looking to keep that ball movement going again. Nice bounce pass in to Nick Begay. He'll bring it back out to the perimeter. And again, it looks like Sholo might not even try to foul this time. They're going to go ahead and let this one run out. Got 30 seconds to go. They do got to keep it moving, though. Otherwise,
well, Coach Johnson did something right there that actually told Sholo, hey, we're done. When they had an open layup, and he passed that layup and threw the ball back out, that right there.
So
and the coach understood that.
All right. Is this the equivalent of taking a knee in football?
Yes, it is.
Good sportsmanship there for both teams as this one comes to an end. 3 seconds to go, and the final buzzer sounds. Holbrook comes away with a big 20-point win, 61 to the Show Low Cougars 41. Big thank you to everyone tuning in tonight to watch these 2 games. A couple big wins for both varsity teams. The girls and boys come away with wins against the 3A East rivals, the Show Low Cougars, and we're excited to bring you back Friday night. I believe they take on the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets.
It's Blue Ridge
right here in Holbrook.
Right here, we're going to get to see our buddy Toby. Toby's going to suit up, man.
Shout out Toby Christensen.
Shout out to Toby.
He's the manager.
He's going to drain the shot for me. He promised me.
They did this last year. They let him suit up for the last game. He hit 2 big 3-pointers in that game.
See?
So I asked Toby tonight, you going to get three this Friday? He said, no, I'm going to get 5.
Oh, okay.
That's what Toby told me.
All right. No pressure, Toby.
No pressure. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in, and we hope you all have a great night. See you Friday night back here at Tony Munoz Gym.